We got a damn good show for you tonight. You ever heard that voice before, Monkey Boy?
No, yes, I have.
The
His name is Don.
Twins. We got a damn good show for you.
You know, I used to have a client by the name of Don LaFontaine.
Damn good show. All right.
He was on E! Entertainment. He always did the background music, you know, that deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
Good man.
Good times. Setting up a few things. How was your week so far? Did you check out the Boy Wrestling Entertainment?
I did. And I actually, for the first time, I saw Monkey Boy Wrestling.
That's awesome.
And, you know, I was very pleased. Thank you, Coach. And it actually looks like me. It was kind of cool, you know. And I think their legs are a little small, but you know what? It all works. It's perfect.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
We have a good time bringing it to everybody. Yeah,
no,
man.
It was fun because I've never seen Monkey Boy wrestle before. And, you know, thank you, Coach. Yeah, man, it's badass. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Just like, you know, when I got my first puppet for Mr. Vlogger, I love my Monkey Boy puppet, you know? I mean,
I actually like it.
It looks just like me. It's the funniest thing.
I do follow him, even though my daughter is can trigger him very easily.
I liked the last video when he described how Monkey Boy came about, how Monkey Boy was in a pile of not puppets, because the puppets are on the, I guess they're on a shelf, and then Monkey Boy was stuffed underneath a bunch of, I guess, stuffed animals. And Mr. Vlogger just described it, how Monkey Boy came about, and during that video was funny as shit. Funny. So I love my monkey puppet. Funny.
I've followed. I'm from New York. Hey everybody, I'm still setting up, but let it go. Hello, Scottish Siren?
Scottish Siren.
Siren. Okay, thank you for correcting me. Computer chick. Hello. Give me a minute here. I'm working on a few things and trying to find everything I need to find. Oh, here we go. I told Monkey Boy I got to make sure I set up a few things for my stream itself, guys. Here's the big question. Does computer want to join us tonight? This can be an open panel. We may even check out what's going on Holly's tonight.
Oh, cool.
Looks like Boris is over there, guys. Let's check that out. I'm working on it slowly, folks. And here we go.
I got to think of which ones. What are the White Album? I got to think, but yeah.
One of my Beatles ones would be Revolver.
See, I'm not a Beatles fan.
Neither am I.
I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I do like them, and I could say there's probably I liked the older ones, you know what I mean, where they were more like
I heard
poppy, like those. Hi, Bonnie.
Love now.
Yeah, Scarlett, I knew you
Monkey
meant
Boy.
so. Janie Bobaney in the house. Welcome, Janie.
They look quiet tonight, guys.
Hi, Pixie. Yeah, I don't know. I just, with the exception of the two that I mentioned.
Hey, Scottish, how
there's
you doing
probably
on the side chat?
Social Distortion. There's probably a whole album of them that I like. Bad Religion.
If this is boring,
And
no.
Copyfield says Sergeant Pepper.
That's probably one of the ones that I would like the whole thing, I think. I bet.
Jesse Scott, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Broke Mo, I asked this the other day, and I think
Apparently Chris said he apologized to Rosie.
And Tara didn't like the Who.
When did he apologize?
He did what Elvis Travels did to her. That's right.
Who?
That's right.
Who?
Who?
Oh, they've got owls over there, guys.
Is that the first baseman?
Who's on first?
Twin Thang. What's up, Twin Thang?
That was the first Pink Floyd one. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, they're talking about music, guys.
Single one on there, I would say, yeah.
I know
Well, you
Boris
can
is a
get
big
really
Alice in
obscure
Chains
with Pink
fan, Monkey
Floyd, get
Boy.
into like Saucer Full of
Yes.
Secrets and Uma Guma, but that's
And
pretty much
I
like
am too. I am
shit.
too.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That
right.
trippy shit where I didn't take acid, so I'm gonna skip that.
I never
song.
took
You
acid,
needed a
but I've
bunch
eaten
of
some
blotter to
mushrooms back in
listen to
the day.
that.
Absolutely.
Any of the Pink Floyd stuff with Sid Barrett's was pretty acidy.
Acidy.
Get your ball.
That's our
What
new
was
description
Acidy
of
she
certain
talking about?
bands.
This
We're gonna
crazy
call them
stuff.
acidy.
Oh, they're talking about David Cassidy. Hobo Chowder clipped it.
Yeah, Pink
Ah.
Floyd. I think you told me that too. Like I had more. I had
All right, we'll
support
check
in the.
back here later, guys.
I don't know why a lot of people ask people. You ever heard that that question where people are like,
Oh God, just think they wanted me to be a part of that, Monkey Boy.
Oh my God, no, I can't.
Yeah, I got better things going on.
I like everybody there on panel, but I got nothing to offer. Got nothing to offer them tonight.
I feel you.
Yep.
Let me pop the side chat up for myself. I'm gonna have to mute it real quick. No, it's already muted. All right. No, I don't want to cast nothing. Let me drop the link in the side chat. Do-do-do-do. Oh yeah, you're in Vegas. You're having a good time.
I don't gamble, you know what I mean? But I'm
That's
enjoying my home. Absolutely enjoying my home.
Ah, so you have two residents.
I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like people here in Michigan, they live down in one end of Michigan because they work, and then they own cottages and stuff up north.
Right. Actually, my parents live in LA. So I give my mom, $600 a month, and I take a room and I just do my thing there and make sure she's cool. And Fridays I bounce home.
That's awesome.
No, it's great. It's great. It's great. It's just like having two lives, LA and here, but the only thing I do really in LA is I go to the drag strip and I race. I have friends down there that have race cars. And so I go down Thursday night to the race strip with them and I'm part of the pit crew.
Damn, you want to buy a quarter mile in Michigan?
They do it. They do eighth. We do eighth miles.
I got a feeling it might even be an eighth. Ron, what's up,
yes.
Ron? Yeah, if you're interested, I'll tell you what to look up. They're selling it.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
What are they selling?
They're selling it's called Milan Dragway. Hang on. Are you on a computer, Monkey Boy?
No, I'm actually, I have my my iPhone on the side chat, and then I have my iPhone 12 on panel with you.
Okay. You might see this then. Hang on. There you go. I'm gonna go to their website for us.
Yeah, I see it.
Milan Dragway. It's been closed. It's closed right now.
Uh-huh.
They're going to begin to open for the race season.
I'm telling you, there's
This place is for sale for like $10 million or $4 million, somewhere, one or the other. I can't remember exactly what the amount was.
I tell you, this racetrack has been in the valley for a long time. It is so fun because you're part of the crew, you're into the car, and you forget about everything that's going on. It's just so cool, and it really motivates me with my truck.
That's cool. That's like real cool because
no, it's badass. I had the nice when I had my truck there. I had there was 3 other Lightnings. I had the nicest one there.
That's awesome.
Great.
I grew up going to Raceway Park in New Jersey, and it was called, oh man, now I gotta friggin' draw a blank where the hell it was. It was called Raceway Park. Now I'm gonna.
You know, every in LA, every year I go to the Winter Nationals, like in
Raceway
Pomona.
Park, New Jersey.
The Winter Nationals is just like amazing.
Yeah, Old Bridgetown Raceway Park it was called.
Nice.
And the parents died and the kids wanted to get rich. They sold it, shut it down. I didn't like that one.
You know, I'm glad this one has been, you know, I don't want to dox it out or anything, but it is just
Oh,
badass.
I understand. I understand. Anybody watch drag racing, you kind of described it. I mean, you got to live under a rock if you can't figure out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I love the smell of that burnt rubber. And on the other side of the eighth mile, quarter mile track, they have where the younger kids go and do the you know, slide outs and stuff like that through the road course.
Oh, drifting.
Yeah, they do all this drifting, and that place
Yeah.
is packed.
Yeah,
Packed. People yeah.
my buddy got to go drift in Mustangs at Belle Isle here in Michigan.
You know what's really cool here?
It was in Old Bridge. That's right, Jeter, Skeeter. I went there
You know-
as a kid. Watched Trucking Nationals.
You know what's
Yeah,
cool here?
go ahead, Monkey Boy.
In what's it? Where is it? It's Mountain Spring Race School.
Okay.
They have nothing but Z06s and Corvettes. That is like they have 3-day course, 5-day course, 2 weeks course. It's a full race school. It is, yeah, it is the coolest place to go. You know, I'm a Corvette freak. I have had 11 Corvettes.
Wow.
I'm just a freak on Corvettes. I love
So
Corvettes.
you just flip them. You flip them.
I can't, you know, I buy them.
Do you buy them
And
brand
then-
new or do you buy them used?
It goes half and half. My last one was a 2015 Z06. And that was a Laguna Blue. What a beautiful car. Had this tan leather interior, LZ3, 650 horsepower out of the box.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty badass. And then I've had my first Z06 my first Corvette was a 79 Corvette. I bought when I got out of the service. I bought it used. And then I bought a brand new 2006 Z06. I totaled that off a cliff in Topanga Canyon. And then I bought a 2007 Z06. Just I'm a freak. I have problems with cars.
I got a question for the side check, guys. Has anybody seen Carlos tonight? Because we got like bonus news tonight, but we need Carlos. I always want to talk to Carlos, you know? Man, think about it. I mean, my grandfather, I think my mom and dad, my uncle sat down one day, Monkey Boy, and he owned over 25 cars in his lifetime.
I believe it.
You know, and he lived until it was mid 80s too. Last
Yeah, I
thing
love cars.
the last thing he owned was an Explorer.
I have a buddy of mine in Texas, and he's got a 2006 Z06 Corvette with 2,500 miles on it. That's mine. I'm buying that from him.
Wow.
So yeah, it's nice. That car. What's so cool about the C6? It has 505 horsepower from a 427 small block. 427. You know how cool is that? And it goes 198 miles an hour.
Where are you going to go that fast? That's always my question.
So typically what I would do in the springtime when I was in LA, during the springtime, I would drive either my truck and have my R1 in the back of my truck, or I'd take my Vet and go up to, what's that place called? It's right before you get to Death Valley. And I'm trying to think of the name of it, but I'd stay at this hotel. And then early in the morning, I'd wake up and go down to the bottom of Death Valley, either on my sport bike or my Vet. And there's some places there I've hit up to my Vet. I was up to 185. It's the fastest I've gone on my Vet.
My goodness. I did 124 miles an hour once in a little 4-cylinder car. That's it.
You know, when I come to Vegas and back and forth to LA, I usually go between 80, 85, you know. I mean,
What's the posted speed limit?
70.
Okay, okay.
My truck, even though it gets about 12 miles a gallon on the highway, its happy spot is right around 80 miles an hour.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
And
yeah, man drives like an old man.
well, it's funny, but what's funny is all these cars passing me up. But what's even funnier is, my car isn't fast. It's quick. You know what I mean? It's a
Right,
very quick truck. So I've
right.
had, it's got over 600 horsepower to the wheels.
Yeah, and it's got a 410 rear though, probably.
It's got a 373 rear end.
Really?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
373 rear end.
Yeah, that's
And
just good for whole shots. I know what you mean. It's not
right.
maneuver.
Yeah, and that's what it's made for. It's made for off the line. I remember
Oh yeah,
in LA when the
I love them.
when the Dodge Viper truck came out, and I raced one of those trucks, and it's just a quarter-mile truck. That's all it is.
Awesome. Is that
Yeah.
oh, Nomad Deluxe says, is that Monkey Slunky?
Yes, it is Monkey Slunky.
Yeah, and I'm hold on. Let me pull up my notes, folks. Hang on a second. I got to get this one right. Or I'm reading it wrong or something. Let's scroll through here. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I can't find it. It was cock something man. Yep. It's sicko. He's looking for trouble. He's gonna have some trouble coming his way. Where the heck is it? He's got the actual. Gotta get that man. Damn it. Oh yeah. Yeah, butthole. It's my new name, guys.
Nice. Oh, is that from Manchild?
Yeah, from Manchild, yeah.
Well, my feelings would be really hurt if I was you.
Yeah, I am really hurt because I don't have a life like him.
It's so funny.
Ever seeing my daughter, hardly giving her any money to live on.
Right.
Yeah, if I want to see my daughter, guys, I just go up the stairs. In fact, if she was awake, she'd be going, Daddy, I want to come into man cave. And I'm going to yell
Yeah.
up, I'm going to go, no, kid, let me give your mother $60 and you guys leave me alone down here.
Oh, that's
For the
funny.
week. For the week, guys. Yep.
Yeah, if I had a daughter, she would run the house. Absolutely.
Oh, she does. She does. She's a good kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
But to me, my kid is my dog. So
Oh yeah, I know what that's like. My grandparents, my parents, my mom and dad. My brother lives with them, but he's a grown. He's a little couple years older than me. But it's funny. The baby in the house, that's the Brittany Spaniel.
right. With this dog, I got him 5 years ago, the German Shepherd Rescue in Vegas.
Okay.
I never had a dog more protective.
Well, you just said the magic words, German Shepherd.
Well, he's a sable. He's like a smaller police dog. He is just. He's
Tricia,
like a German.
hello.
He's like a German Shepherd on crack.
That's
Just
awesome.
Oh, it's amazing. Truly amazing.
I have a feeling Chris's RV is out of commission. Weird to see him not traveling and showing off.
Well, first of all, he never travels. He never travels and shows off. A matter of fact, he stays in his mommy's place, and they have him in the back house, and he just lays in bed and eats and drinks Coke.
Yeah.
I've never seen that guy drink a glass of water.
Wow.
Imagine his cholesterol level. Imagine when he was in Vegas, he weighed 276 pounds at 6 foot, and I'm 6'2".
Jesus.
I was out, I think I weighed in at 237 or something like that. This guy, I don't think the last time he's seen his monkeys since Christ was a corporal. I'm telling you.
It's probably been
It's a-
overtaken by the fat.
Oh my God, his stomach just hangs past his knees. It's unbelievable. It's
Oh
crazy.
God, I wouldn't want to be Lisa Lynn with that thing climbing on top of me.
But
Oh,
you know what? That
good
is the best
stick.
that she can get. That is the best that she can get.
Well, when he was around the corner, it was a phone call, a 30-pack, 2 packs of cigarettes, and oh, I might let you think you're getting some ass.
That's right. That's right. And so
Oh, by
she's
the way, pick up a bucket of chicken for my dad.
well,
Yep.
now that Robin, his sister,
Hey,
you know
Carlos.
what's so funny I find about the crybaby is that his brother turns trans,
Oh,
totally acceptable in life, and he does not accept that, and that is blood.
you know what I think? I think he has to accept it, and in certain ways, he does accept it. But now that it's come
He
to,
only accepts
he
it.
feels
he only-
Rosie wouldn't protect him, so now he has to take the road of the Berg Show, Elvis Travels. I don't know who else has done streams like that about Rosie. Saying what they've said, which is disgusting.
exactly.
I've learned to respect those people. Okay. Yeah, man believes there's only two sexes in this world. I understand that whole debacle people go through, but at least I know how to give someone their respect.
You know what? I have to say, throughout all the businesses that I've had and my interaction with people in LA being so diverse, probably 80% of my clients were gay or whatever they were. And, it doesn't matter to me. The thing about what I love about Rosie, she's a Homo sapien. She's a human being.
Yeah.
And she deserves more respect than anybody on the board because she gives her heart out, and blindly as well. And people like Chris, Fat Boy, Elbow, if I ever see any of those two people, I swear to Christ, it's on. It's on.
That's
It is
right,
on.
Brad. Respect is everything, Brad. That's right. That link's up top for you, Brad.
It is on.
He
I
has
will punch
32
him.
jobs and he would be making more in disability. That's right. Even Beetlejuice said that for $700 a month, other than that child support that he pays, he ain't getting jack shit.
You know what? It's so funny how when different people send me links of Crybaby talking trash, he loves to create drama. He tries to trigger people, especially me. It doesn't work anymore because, I'm kind of on a holiday right now, right? So I go back to work Monday and it's going to be 82 degrees in LA. I have 5 jobs scheduled already. It's just my day's already spent for Monday, and I'm so looking forward to it. Yet Chris is so miserable that he has to divert attention to other people, to trigger other people, to create drama, to take away from himself because he is so miserable. Just like anybody who drinks as much as his girlfriend does, she's the most miserable human being on the planet. She hates her life. She can't deal with it. This is why she's got to drink. I get it. It's just not my thing, just
Well, the drinking ain't from him. The drinking's just from her life. She can't handle her life.
Exactly. So that's her escape.
Exactly.
Just like Chris, he is so addicted to YouTube and he needing attention. So and he loves that. He loves it. That's why that phony laugh. And I don't know who that woman is enabling him to continue. She is just as dumb as a fucking rock.
Oh.
And you have different people that are empathizers with Chris because he's special. Yeah, the only thing he's special is in his hand when he touches himself. And I guarantee you, he cannot touch himself. I guarantee you, he can't self-gratify himself.
Awesome. I remember I asked Elbow if he knew any of Elvis's songs. He never answered me anymore, said Carlos. Oh, my goodness gracious.
But I think it's funny because, Chris, he's just, he's a dimwit. He's just dumb as a fucking rock. Just like, I spent my time in the military. I volunteered for what I did. I did what I wanted to do. And my ETS, I got out as an honorable discharge, and Chris is saying he's just as dumb, stupid. And then it's even funnier. He talks smack with shit he doesn't even know he's talking about. You know, he thinks his arguments.
He's been
He
ripping
thinks-
streams off, guys. In fact, he ripped off a lot of things me and Monkey Boy said the other day and repeated them.
Yep.
You know, me and Reaper Man, I had a kid on. Kid, I call him a kid, Josh. Little Josh. He, 18 and a half years old. He wanted to come on panel with us. We checked his ID. Now, all of a sudden, Rich Life has checked this young boy's ID that is gaming on his channel or the channel that Rich Life is using being lent to him from this kid. Now, I was actually watching live today while I was working the kid play Modern Warfare. And it was kind of weird because they were in a party chat with other kids. And the way I knew this, Monkey Boy, was the one kid kept talking about his mom and how they don't want to get in trouble with his mom. Well, gee, the only time I ever worry about getting in trouble with my mom was when I lived in her house and I was underage. Because if you were really doing something you didn't belong doing, you didn't want to get in trouble with your mom. Because if you got a father, she might tell your dad, you know?
That's right. Listen, I told you before, anybody who lives with their grandmother and calls his mom Phyllis, he's going to prison. He's going to prison.
Yeah.
He's going to prison.
Melissa, the fake brown eye girl was someone named Melissa. Yeah, he's got the IQ, Carlos, of a middle schooler. That's correct. Yep.
It's funny how Chris even said how he has more education than Monkey Boy. That's funny.
Jesus Christ.
I actually graduated high school.
Wait. Yes, I was just going to say, when he graduated middle school, did he think it was over?
First of all, I don't think at that time they had a graduation for middle school because I didn't.
Oh, my goodness. Right.
But the thing of it is, though, I don't think he went past the 9th grade or the 8th grade because he's an 8th grader smarter than him. Not just in basic reasoning, but just in basic intellect and spelling and punctuation.
Yep.
The funniest thing. So I think it's funny.
The truth on him, says Brad.
It's what's even funnier is that you have to have a minimum of a high school to, you have to be able to graduate high school to get in the military. So that's something that's SOP. SOP, for those who don't know, is standard operation procedure. So Chris is, again, talking out his asshole. And, which is expected because he only shits once a week, right? That's what he says.
His life house is his brother's one-room office.
No, it's his sister. Remember?
Yeah, his
Chris
sister.
has a sister.
Right. Get it right, side chat. The guy with no name.
Robin. And the only time, it was so funny because, well, not really funny, but there was a lot of times I was talking with somebody on the phone and talking to Chris. I wanted this person to listen just to have receipts of how he would degrade Rosie even before this nonsense came out. It was terrible, terrible. Just what a ungrateful POS.
You know something, Brad? You hit it right on the head. He can't go more than 2 minutes without cursing, no class, and dumb. You're absolutely right. Yep.
He thinks it's okay to potty mouth everybody on the planet, but as soon as you start talking trash about him, he's got a striking issue. But the thing of it is, people don't talk shit about him. People talk the truth. The truth. He's just as dumb as a rock. Dumb. What's even funnier is that I did buy the trademark, and he did do that 1-star review. You yourself and other people have that receipt, and he still to this day lies about that, which is even funnier.
Rich
and all
he always talks about male body parts.
Yeah, because he can't touch his. He cannot touch his, guaranteed.
Yep, the mark of nothing has 21 subscribers, folks. Awesome.
Do you know what's funny is that so regarding the trademark, that trademark has been purchased. A lot of people have receipts,
Yep.
and I have a meeting with my attorney on Monday. A lot of people know about that, and
Rosie
first
will
thing-
caught hell for sticking up for him, and look how he repays her. That's right, pretty kitty eyes.
you know what Chris would do? Chris would talk to me and tell me that he's going to tell Rosie about certain people. Like when he tells on me to Rosie, it's like it's like I was talking to Rosie about it. And I say, "What does he expect you to do? Take my car keys away?
Right,
Really?
right,
You're
right.
gonna
Tell
take-
Monkey
you're gonna
Boy to go to his
Put
room.
me in timeout?"
Yep. Go sit in the corner, Monkey Boy.
You know, it's so funny how he expects people to defend him, yet he cannot defend himself.
Hey,
And
look,
yet
there's the voice of reason in the side chat, everybody. It's Coachisms.
Hey, Coach.
Go ahead, Monkey Boy.
Hey, listen, I want to put a quick thank you to Coach. I appreciate Monkey Boy Wrestling. That was badass. I saw it today for the first time. Thank you very much.
Awesome. He said he looked just like him.
Yeah, I think he looks just like me, just like the vlogger puppet.
He said
Kinda
he
funny.
wants a larger bulge in the pants, Coach. I mean, he said he wants his legs bigger, Coach. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Anybody wants to message Coach about the boys wrestling, he can receive messages only at PayPal and Cash App right now. There's something wrong with his email. I heard in his Twitter.
Exactly. There's a glitch.
Broken
There's a
right now.
glitch.
You got to go through PayPal and Cash App, guys.
That's funny. No, but I appreciate it, Coach. Thank you very much.
Yep.
You know, Monkey Boy did okay. I saw him today, and he got his ass kicked, but he's still, he whooped some butt, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
That's all good. So I'm really excited about the trademark as it's progressing, and I'm excited to mail Chris a special letter, and that's just going to open up a whole nother can of worms for him.
Oh yeah. And we even had mentioned maybe we can get it. He can ask for it to be recorded.
Oh, it's going to be recorded when he gets served, because
Oh, that's
I'm
it.
sure he's going to rip the paperwork up, but it doesn't matter. It has to be certified. Like I said, if I have to fly to North Carolina,
Like I was
I
saying,
already have a friend. I'm
you're
not going to dox
live.
my friend out, but I have a friend who's going to let me stay near Whiteville so I can handle my business.
Sweet.
This is going to happen. This is going to happen for sure, guaranteed.
Hey,
So,
welcome Boris to the panel, everybody.
Hola.
hey, Boris, how are you,
Oh, ¿qué
man?
pasa?
¿Cómo está?
Bien, usted?
Don't
About
worry.
it.
I need Boris to go down to Southwest Detroit to me and go to the DMV.
It'll work.
Probably would. I believe it.
We can go down there if you need to go down there.
It's a joke, but yeah. Oh, I've seen that one. My buddy got sent there when we first moved here back in 07.
Is it bad?
Well, there's only one person in there that speaks English because it's in Southwest Detroit.
Oh,
So he went in there and right away they realized he didn't speak English. I mean, he didn't speak Spanish. So they got the lady for him. It was funny. He'll tell that story to this day. And pretty good stuff.
so I'm just riding in. What do we got going on here?
Well, we were just talking about copyrights and what grade did Rich Life graduate high school or middle school even? We've mentioned he can't see his penis probably.
Well, because
That's so big.
you know what I have never done in my life? I've never laid down in my bed, and I've never eaten food or drinking a big thing of soda pop, watching television. I come downstairs, I make food, I eat at the table, I bounce out, clean up my mess. I've
Nope.
never, it just blows me away to see someone who lies in bed so much as the bed slug, right?
Right. He is. He's a bed slug, guys.
Just nasty. I mean, how do you lie in bed all day and do nothing and watch the world go by? And He must be a really lonely, pathetic little man. That's all he is.
Actually,
got
Jesse, that's not even my plant. It's just a picture I found on the internet. Thanks, though.
That's awesome, Jesse Scott.
Thanks.
You know,
though.
we used to, when I lived in Burbank, I used to grow pot for my buddies in the backyard of my house. Beautiful plants. Beautiful.
I didn't listen to what the little boy has to say. Not a
Oh, I
mark
mean,
on me. I've done 2 lives and videos.
at the end
So
of the
you
day, I don't care if the pot's purple with green polka dots. When I'm getting shit like this, I'm good. So
Oh, yeah. You know, I have to say, when I go to the dispensary here, not only is it twice as expensive here as it is in LA, but LA, all you need is 2 hits and you're just like laid back. You're good. You got
Oh,
your
yeah,
lean
'cause
on.
that's like medical, high-end medical.
yeah,
Oh, it's the best.
this is Quantum Kush.
Who
But
else?
I'm saying
here
LA
tonight,
definitely
guys?
has the best
Anybody?
pot.
But you know what? Growing it myself, because I'm in a legal state, growing it myself, it's already paid for itself as far as the equipment compared to what I
Right.
was spending in a dispensary, and I need it. So,
Yeah, and it's made it a lot cheaper for everybody here.
oh
No,
yeah,
I think it's good. I think it's good what you're doing. I just, I don't have the technical skills that you do to harvest it. I can grow it, but harvesting it, it's not up my alley. So I'm better at locks.
Well,
No.
once it buds, you just hang it upside down and let it dry for so many days. I mean,
well, the thing about
Yeah,
it,
there's a
when
certain
you're
amount of timing. There's a timing thing involved.
Yeah, and when you're trimming buds, they can, that trimming buds is a pain in the ass. But see, you got to
Yeah.
cut it down, clean it up, hang it.
Yeah.
You trim your buds and everything like that. Then you got to jar it up and cure it. And then after you cure it, then it's ready to smoke.
Troll says Rich Life turned Lisa gay.
That wouldn't surprise me if the smell, the teeth alone. Imagine the doggy breath. I bet you my dog, my German Shepherd, has a better smelling breath than him.
That's crazy.
And my dog licks his ass. You know what I mean?
Yep. I definitely know what you mean.
Holy crap. I am so glad to be me. I can't.
Is really attracted to that moron. She deserves everything she gets.
She does. She does.
Well, he's still he's holding a flame for Anna. I'm telling you, he's still looking for Anna.
It's never going to happen. She's gone.
You never know.
He may find a
There
lookalike.
you are, Carlos. Now, Carlos, you hooking me up tonight or what, buddy? Like, we got some bonus news tonight, Carlos. We got a release. Help us out, buddy. I own you, Carlos. Just remember that. That's right. He just got here, folks.
What's funny is that when Chris gets that letter, he's going to have to sign it and send it back to me. And he's going to start having to rip that stuff off. And I'm going to have a couple of birds down that area. And if that thing isn't taken off his RV, yep, we're going to go to step number 2, not plan B, step number 2. And he's going to have to lawyer up. And I think for a copyright attorney, it's going to be minimum of $2,500 to lawyer up for a retainer. And then it just gets deeper. So I hope that piece of shit RV is worth $26,000 because he's going to need it.
That RV ain't worth $5,000.
It's not. It's depreciating every day. He bought it for 9. He's had it for almost a year. That thing is done. It's already probably maybe 6 at best, and maybe 7. It's only worth 7 because of those 2 front new tires that he didn't need, right?
Twin Thang says, Monkey Boy, when Rich Life came to hang out with you, Mr. Z and Rosie in Vegas, you seem to just tolerate him.
Because you know why? So let me tell you something. We were in the room. Well, first of all, we went, I think before even Chris showed up, I know Brad was aware, but I told a lot of people that if he starts smacking, like he does and snorting,
yeah,
that whatever we're eating is going to go on his lap. But he actually didn't eat very much. And I think it was a baby. He up in the room, he was a complete puss. You know, we were teasing him a little bit, you know, like he's always bragging what he has. And I said, but you're a rich life of road trips. And he goes, puts his head down like a dog, put his tail between his legs, and he goes, I don't have anything. I just have my van, and I'm going to go back and go to the van and whatever. Like a baby. It was just instantly was going to go to the doghouse.
Wow.
And we were like, dude, fucking relax. Are you kidding me? So
right,
then,
like you knocked him down, and then he actually cowered and.
But I did knock him down. I
admitted-
said, I teased him. I said, but you're rich life of road trips. Like you should
but
be
you told him
balling.
the truth, Monkey Boy, and he can't listen to the truth. Even though you might have been ribbing on him, you
I
told
wasn't.
him the truth.
I was just saying, you know, look at, like, for example, like this. We all know what a facade is. Facade is embellishing on your life to seem like you're bigger and more than what you have. So being rich life of road trips, he embellishes a lot, lying in everyone's terms, but he can't even go with the program. Instantly, he starts acting like a victim. I don't have anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go back to my van and be poopy. So he left. The piece of shit left. We all had a good time. I got to co-host with Rosie. Mr. Z was amazing. We had a good stream, and it was time for me to go. I think they told me to leave because I had to go back to LA. So I left downstairs guess where I saw Crybaby? And the freaking slot machines going like a freak, and he looked like a scalded puppy.
Wow.
And I looked at him and I said, this is why I don't gamble. I'm going back to my house. See ya. I bounced out of there and left Crybaby all sulking in that big pile of.
Bama Girl says, at Monkey Boy, he says he can't read and write. He had to have his mommy do it last time.
That's right. And when he gets those papers, he's going to call mommy up, and she's not going to deal with it. And he's going to have to go to his sister, Robin, and see if she can make sense of it, which she will.
Yeah.
And she's going to look at him and say, I cannot afford your headache.
Oh, that's at least 10K.
Oh, at least. And she's going to say, you've got a problem now.
Yeah.
That's just a retainer. Anybody that's going to take that on there, they're going to look at him they're going to look at her, and they're going to be like, listen, I need 10K up front.
That's okay. You can say her. Robin might have been there with him, Boris.
Oh, okay.
No, I call Robin her because that's what she wants. I've seen her. She's got hair, long hair. She's wearing a dress. It's a her. When I see Rosie, I see nothing but a woman and, and an amazing Homo sapien. And Chris, a Homo sapien is a human being, you freak.
Yep.
So.
Twin Thing says, I was watching it the whole time. I thought you might lose your shit. I think that's why he didn't go to Hoover Dam.
Okay, yeah, he's lucky because he doesn't know how to have fun. Because he moans. He can't even walk a mile. Well, listen, when we get together and we chooch, we hump it. Even with my broken hip, I humped it. I didn't whine. I went as never complained.
German lady, welcome to the stream, German lady.
Hey, German lady, how are you? But Chris can't handle it. He's just so unfit.
Yep.
Just a slug. It's just, I'm just amazed. I would like to see his, because I'm into human physiology. I'd love to see his, his blood pressure, triglycerides.
Catches up to you.
He's 53 years old, going on 54.
Yeah, I'm 54.
He's like
he catches up with you. He's gonna be sorry.
When I was 54, I was pretty fit. He's probably like a 67-year-old man fit wise. Seriously, look at that face. That face is like the full moon.
He's got hog gels like Deputy Dog. That's what he looks
It's
like.
unbelievable. That's the reason why he doesn't shave, is so he has a fucking jawline. That guy's got a Charlie Brown face. Come on.
Oh, he's got double chin.
Oh, he's got 4 chins.
Coachism says, Mom wanted Anna to handle the paperwork when the cops showed up that time.
Imagine Anna handling the paperwork.
Get the homeless girl from under the bridge over here. We got to see if she's more literate than any of us to read this paperwork, guys.
Let me tell you something. When they did the video of his mom coming up in that tractor, he did a live stream, and that van you see in the background is the van that he got.
Yeah, so it was Robin's.
Right. It's a hand-me-down. His girlfriend or his sister gave that to him because
Pretty
the
idiot.
RV isn't running. The RV is a piece of shit. It needs
Right.
too much work. He can't afford the gas. So they felt sorry. He must have been crying like a schoolgirl.
I see
Begging.
him saying something the other day, and this all makes sense now because he was saying that he replaced the starter, and then he was like, I replaced the solenoid too when
You
I've got a
replaced
new fuel
everything,
pump.
Boris.
Yeah, well, what that tells me is there's a problem going on with it. They can't figure out what it is. So it's like, all right, let's just start changing shit and see what happens.
Right. They're diagnosing shit. Just like what I had to do probably 2 months ago is I had to rent a truck, an F-250, had to rent a trailer, had to put my Lightning in the back of that trailer, take it down to LA to my people, have them put a new Holly Racing fuel pump in there. And then I dropped everything off and then I drove my truck home. And now I just got to tune it up to dial it in and I can take it back to the track and kick some ass.
They said they gave him that van. Computer chick said Robin's trying to get rid of him.
But you know what?
And Monkey
It's-
Boy Bama Girl said you're wrong. Rich Life 2 months ago said he weighed 150 pounds in Lisa's stream.
There's
Of course
no
he
way.
does. But I'm telling you right
Scottish
now,
says Scottish Serene says
Sarah.
Sarah, say it again. I got
Scottish,
more like
Scottish.
250 pounds.
no, he's more than that. I'm telling you right now. He's much fat. I'm fat, and he's much fatter than me.
375
How tall is he? And I can tell you about what he weighs.
He's 6 foot. And let me tell you, Boris,
Bet you
when
weighs
we were in
six,
Vegas.
6 foot. He's probably right at about 300.
I'm telling you, you can. His stomach overhangs his waist. He cannot touch his monkey. Cannot.
Wow.
Cannot. He wears a shirt. I always wear a shirt out because I'm fat. But my stomach doesn't hang over my, my junk.
Well, my stomach's blown out. You guys know about that, but I'm 6'4". I weigh 250 right now, and you guys have seen me recently, I'm sure. And then you look at him; he's about 300.
Right. And I'm 6'2", and I weigh about 237, 240-ish. You've all seen me on live stream, so it's just funny how he and it's even funnier how Lisa says, "Oh, he's not fat, he's big." No, he's fat. He's fat. Trust me, he's fat. I bet you, I guarantee you his stomach touches her before his monkey does.
Yeah.
Lisa, can you help me out with these here baby wipes? Can you clean my Jimmy? I can't
Genetically,
reach
he's
it.
just a slug. That's all it is.
Bed slug, Boris, bed slug.
He lies in his bed and eats food, Boris. I've never done that in my whole 1,000 years of living. Never ate
Well, I
food in
can't
my
say I haven't
bed.
done that, but
Drink coffee, drink soda pop, watch television. My bedroom is for, the happy place.
it's where the magic happens, right?
And then my kitchen is where I prepare food. And my dining room is where I eat my food and feed my mug and my doggy. And then I bounce out. I can imagine all day laying in bed eating shit food. I mean, don't you ever cook, Chris? Don't you ever eat a healthy meal? When's the last time you had a fucking glass of water? You know how much water I drink a day? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
VA Issues in Prepping says, I bet Rich of road trips wears diapers and plastic pants as the appearance he always gives.
Well, you know what's funny about human physiology? As we get older and being as illiterate as a lot of people are, crybaby, and doesn't know anything about health or fitness, that day is going to come sooner than most. I promise you. I guarantee you, something's going to happen, and he's going to age faster than all of us. I guarantee you. The way he's going, he's going to age. He looks older than all of us.
Well, I'm lucky.
I'm older than him. I'm older than him, and he looks older than me. I'm very lucky.
You're blessed right now, Boris.
I'm beyond blessed, dude.
I worked with a guy back in 07, 08 who keeled over on the assembly line. The two guys on the jobs next to him started administering CPR. And that was back in 08, and he just passed away about a year ago.
Wow.
So he was actually on borrowed time since 08. He had a pacemaker and
Yeah.
everything.
Listen,
So,
man, I don't look forward to going out and doing miles on my bike and shit like that, but it's a necessary evil after what I went through, and it's not gonna fucking happen again. So,
It's crazy.
yeah.
but
I always
Rich Life,
believed-
he's in a bad fucking way, and there's several others. It's like, listen, I can understand destroying yourself. I get it, okay, but there comes a point where you got to stop.
Yes, because the
Chris-
shit becomes real. It becomes
Chris
real.
was told to get that RV checked out before he purchased it, and he got pissy. Says
You know
computer.
what's amazing? Rosie, just, when Chris was getting the RV, Rosie and I were talking all the time. She'd call me up and say, hey, what's going on with the RV? And I would tell her my concerns. When I first saw that RV, I was all over there like hair, on a gorilla. There's a lot of things that concern me. For one, in the driver's seat, if you looked at the overhang, it was pitched lower than the driver's side because of dry rot. It's actually resting on the roof.
I
on the
remember you
cab.
talking about that and talking about you gave him a drill.
Well, I did. I gifted him a portable drill. It was a big DeWalt drill. I first started out with locksmithing. Now I have a smaller drill that's better, right? DeWalt with extra batteries. So I gave him that because I didn't need it. And it's funny, he was saying I wanted to give him a generator for a mountain bike. He was going to sell me a used mountain bike that he got at a thrift store for $100, $150. And then he was going to sell me his used iPhone 12 for $500. And that knucklehead was going to drive cross country for $600.
Well,
And then
that's
he's saying,
he's an idiot.
wait, and then he's saying how I can't afford it. And about a month ago, I got the only reason I didn't upgrade my phone because Verizon was closed during the pandemic. So about a month ago, Rosie was here in Vegas. I just purchased my iPhone Pro 12, blah, blah, blah. And she used it all night, which was great. And then I purchased a badass mountain bike. I text man, the receipt of me and the bike. You see it clear
Holy
as
shit,
day.
Morris. I know what that is.
Yeah, so these guys, they want to keep fucking around. That's what you're
What?
going to end up with right there.
Is that a hole in the middle?
No, that's my belly button, dude.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll take that down. It's disturbing.
No, it's not. I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing when Chris's or Lisa's liver
You know, it's
dysfunction
staple.
or their
Those are
spleen or their kidney function, it's going to get real for them. And if they don't stop their undisciplined lifestyle, it's going to get ugly on YouTube for them.
Twin Thang says, I told him once that he was so awful to people that when he dies, there wouldn't even be able to find 6 men willing to carry his casket. I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
even being mean. That was the sad truth.
You know what's really interesting is that when somebody, God forbid, passes on YouTube, there's always a wonderful obituary. Like I believe Blue Waffles did an amazing video on that person that passed away. My condolences and great job, Waffles. But I truly think that there'd be nobody at Chris's. Nobody would say anything, because he's brought nothing to the table. He has nothing to offer other than potty mouth. Nothing. He doesn't care. I took him to Hollywood. I took him to Santa Monica Pier. I had a flat tire. He was gracious enough to fill my tire up, but he bounced out of there. He did,
Unbelievable.
You would think that, he would follow me to make sure I got it to the right place, And I had an appointment. I said, it's 15 minutes away. And he put air in my tire and bounced the fuck out of there. He was done with LA. That guy, I've never seen anybody so afraid of people my whole
I was
life.
just going to say he was probably scared. Yeah.
When I took him to Hollywood, he had that van. I had my little car, my piece of shit Hyundai, with all my tools in the back. I found 2 parking spots. I parked my car, bounced out. Hey, let's go hit go see the sights. He was too afraid to leave his car. There's so many people there. He was freaked out. He was like a scared little fucking pussy. He just lost his mind. I
couldn't
can't
get me to stay in the house. If I was out there like that, you could not get me to stay in the fucking house. I'd be like, let's go.
Thumbs Down
it's-
Club says Rich Life doesn't calculate gas prices and miles per gallon into his decisions.
when you talk to him, when I was talking to him, he was always telling me that he fills it up every quarter of a tank. He says, "Yep, I only had to put $20 or $30 in the." He was talking to me like he got it. You know, I have my car, my little Hyundai Veloster. You know, it gets 35 miles a gallon highway. In the city, it gets over 30 miles a gallon.
He's
So
stopping like
doesn't it-
every 2 hours for gas.
Exactly.
Dude, when
If
he
I
was
drove my
driving the
truck-
road, he kept stopping everywhere for gas.
If I drove my truck and did business with my truck, which I've done before, it's $400 a week in gas. That's why I had that little Hyundai, because it's a beautiful thing. It makes me money.
Here's a good
know?
question. They're trying like hell to get it to do it, but it won't. Who's the biggest drinker on the Boyd?
Who's the biggest what?
Drinker.
Lisa.
Lisa, it's gotta be.
Well, there's only two other competitors. It'd be Jill and Bergs that I know of.
That's right.
And I think Lisa,
There's competition now these days, guys.
Yeah, you're right. You're
he's-
right.
there's only three of them. There's only three
You'll
of them. I
shut
think,
your asses down, right, Boris?
you know, I don't
Only
care what
guy I
people
know
say
who's
about.
doing shots and drinking black coffee at the same time, guys.
I don't
That's
care
smart, man.
about. I don't care what people say about Mangos. You know, I like him. I care about him. I love being on his panel. You know, do I agree on a lot of things? No, but you know what? I like the people. I don't care. I'm not involved in the drama. You know, I like Holly. I got nothing to do with it. I got nothing. You know, I like Oda May. I got nothing ill. I like everybody. But there's a couple people I don't like. Fat Boy, Crybaby, and I mentioned somebody else, but it's not worth my breath. But yeah, so basically those two people. And I think at this point, I just like Crybaby more than I did Fat Boy.
I was kind of an eye opener for G for a few things, and he told me that. Twin Thing says, Bama girl. That's when I got pulled. Wait a minute. That's when I got put in Twitter jail. It's JEIL, guys.
Well, of course, you know, because Chris is so educated, he can spell correctly. I used to harass Fat Boy so much that I got in Twitter jail multiple times because, you know, but one thing I have to give credit to Elvis or Elbow is that he told everybody his intentions. You know what I mean? I mean, he is
Yeah, he
he's
told you
homophobic.
exactly. He told you exactly what he was going to do, and he did
Right.
it, and nobody
And he
was.
didn't
Nobody
care.
listened.
Right. He doesn't care about anybody. I think his biggest mistake was blocking all the trolls because the trolls supported him. He had a good thing going. I remember when Chris had that Uncle Eddie RV in front of my house. And again, he devalued my $600,000 neighborhood within minutes for the whole 3 days he was here. But that being said, it's back up. Everyone's happy. What was funny is that Chris, he puts no value on friendship. He puts no value on generosity or anything like that. If there was, I guess when you look up on narcissistic on the Google, his picture would show up.
You know, there was a comment made about him playing phone calls that he recorded talking to people on the phone. But the
Doesn't
person,
surprise-
even though they were, recorded without the people's, permission, the comment basically said the person's never heard him ask those people how their day was.
Exactly.
It was call to cry and bitch and complain.
You know, what's so funny.
I'm guilty of that too, but I a lot of times I just assume you're going to tell me how your day is. So,
But you know, if you're close enough with somebody, usually you call them up and say, you know, hey, you're not going to believe this, and I get that. But you know, when you're talking to somebody, say like when you and I talk on the phone or whatever, you know, say, hey, how are you doing? I'm in the Ford division plant, busting my balls.
Don't tell anybody that. They might want me to have to show all our DMs or something, People
Right,
go
exactly.
crazy. Oh, Monkey Boy, and yeah, man, talk behind the scenes. We need to see their DMs, everybody.
I know, and Brad and I talk all the time. And
Oh
a lot
my
of
God,
other
they're
people.
gonna want to see your DMs.
But you know, we're congenial. Just like when I go on panel with anybody, the first thing is, How are you? What did you do today? Are you feeling good? Are you okay? Do you need anything? And then you kind of get into the story or whatever you're going to do. But there's no, when Chris ever called me, it was always the troll or Lisa, always one of the two. And then if there's something that I said he didn't like, he said he's going to talk to Rosie. Like, what's Rosie going to do? I mean, I have to say, Chris, I got to thank you for speaking the truth, because I told Rosie all the time what you said about her, and I have receipts. And not that she didn't believe me, but you actually probably made us closer, Chris, as far as friendship goes. And I want to thank you for that. And we spoke yesterday in length time and concurred that our relationship is strong as ever. And you basically go fuck yourself. But, you know, I'm just a pigeon, right?
Yep. Rosie told me in her stream the other day, I got your back. Yeah, man, whatever that means.
But, you know, I think Rosie's such an exceptionally human being. She not only is she an amazing person, but she is smart. This woman is not one to be fucked with.
Does she speak 3 or 4 languages or something?
You know, when Crybaby and I went to that restaurant that Rosie, Mr. Z, and I went to, that Chinese place, I called Rosie. Rosie ordered our meal together in Chinese. How fucking cool was that?
And that's
I think
when he
Rosie's
stuck Monkey
a
Boy with the tip, guys, after he told me he was paying.
I think Rosie's a shapeshifter.
She's amazing. You know, I think she's an amazing human being. I just appreciate everything about it.
So Boris, she's a member of the Illuminati, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't want to say anything for the longest time, but I just can't
think
keep
if
it in.
Starts
anymore.
making the symbol in her videos. I mean, it'll really start. You know, it'll go viral.
Yeah.
No, she's a good person. I would do anything for her. Well, you know, almost.
Yeah.
But I got her back. I tell you what, we chooched in the roughest part of Vegas, and nobody's going to get near her. I remember one time when there was probably 4 or 5 of us chooching, and we were in the really rough part of Vegas, and there was like probably 20 people kind of trying to corner us into an alley, a dirt alley. But everybody was cool, kept her cool, and we prevailed. But I have her back for sure.
Well,
you know, just like
Rosie's street smart.
LCD was talking shit because I guess somebody told me that he was doing shit about stolen valor, and you know that doesn't work well in the boy stolen valor. But that being said, I had mentioned something on when I was co-hosting with Rosie, and then he started attacking me, trying to lure me to get on his panel, which is not worth my breath. But he was saying how he was going to. You know, catch us live streaming, right? You know what I mean? And do some heinous thing, which I would love to see because that wouldn't work out so well with him, you know? But I'm looking forward. I'm hoping Chris will come out west and stand up to Monkey Boy because we have some gifts for him.
You know, Boris, when Rosie came here and was in Michigan, and I met up with her that day, and we went to the Henry Ford Museum, she got more respect from the black dudes walking around in there than most of the people. Because I would look past her and, you know, catch people eyeballing and shit.
Yeah.
But she actually had conversations down by the trains and everything with these 2 black dudes. And it was hilarious because everybody was laughing and joking around.
Well, Rosie's street smart. Okay, you can't take that away from her.
Oh, hell yeah. She's from Baltimore, guys.
And the thing is like Elbow, you know, being all paranoid and shit all the time. It's like, dude, you just make yourself look silly. There's no reason to be worried about it. Rosie knows what she's doing. Like
the Quinn with 2 ends incident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he totally got punked out right there.
He was cowering in the corner.
Yeah.
Because there was like an entrance that went into the building and he was in the corner, literally, everybody cowering.
You know what I love about Rosie?
Meanwhile, Rosie had the bear spray in her hand.
What I love about Rosie is that I don't know if y'all saw the live stream that when I took her to the Wild Refuge, the wetlands in Vegas, and it's like a 28 acres of wild wetlands where when it rains, it gets all swampy and there's animals and all sorts of stuff. And It was just her and I took this big old ass machete, and it was really sketchy. But she, the coolest thing, what I love about her is scaring her for number one. And no matter what's kind of a sketchy area I take her, she follows through. I took her through some fucked up shit, and she prevailed. She went through like a champ. She whined, but she did it. And it was the most hysterical. When I came home after that, I stayed up for 3 additional hours just to watch the live stream again. Just not for the live stream, but for the side chat. It was the funniest. I laughed. It was the funniest thing. Just, she's great. You're going to have so much fun hanging with her.
I get a kick out of it because I'm knocked out usually when Boyd Wrestling's on, and Coachisms knows it.
Right.
I always go back when I get to work on Saturday morning, and I watch the live stream for the exact same reason you just said, to read the side chat. How many people say, hello, yeah, man? Yeah, man was sleeping. He wasn't even there.
Right.
You know, Twin Thang says, she's amazing. She sees the glass as half full. We get more offended of her. We get more, offended for her than she does for herself. She is
That's
just
true.
wrong in her belief in herself. I wish I were half the woman she is.
Isn't she amazing? Really,
Yeah.
Twin Thing, you just nailed it. How could you? And what's even funnier is that when Crybaby, I can't even tell you how many times he would call me during a day, and imagine how many times he called her crying about Lisa or whatever's. And every time he talked to me, he always told me what a piece of shit his RV was. I swear to God, always told me that something was going on with it, and always trying to beg me for fucking money, try begging me. I have two bottles of, I have 2 jars of change. I'm sure that'll pay for whatever. And he would expect me to say, oh, don't worry about it. I got you covered. There's one
Count your
person,
change, homie.
there's one person on YouTube. I've been a part of the Boyd since 2015, though I was a lurker and just, on the side. But even now that I'm involved, there's only one person that I gave money to. I'm not going to mention the person, dox the person, but I will never do it again. Not because it's just me. I only did it because I care about this person, and I want them I want to help them. But there's no other person. I mean, I'll allow somebody to stay in my house. I'll feed them. You know what I mean? Just like if Rosie breaks down or whatever, Mr. Z's got a problem, I'm there on Johnny on the spot.
Yep.
But as far as money, I don't believe that.
Right?
I think there's so many people that are on YouTube that are on disability and whatever the deal is, and I'm sorry for this situation, but it seems like a constant circle that everyone's taking money from Paul to give to Peter, you know what I mean, around this whole thing. And it's mind-boggling me because, yeah, man, I know you make bank. I don't make bank, but I make decent money, and I just can't see working so hard. And you know what I mean? I can see helping people that need it like I did. I would do it again. I have no regrets. And, hope this person appreciates it. But that being said, I wouldn't give to Chris. I wouldn't give him. I gave him my time. That's enough. That's what I would do. But as far as he expected me to give him gas money are you serious? I would never ask any money for gas money. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. He was the one who bought that vehicle. Just like every time I bought a Corvette or something really cool on my truck, add something on that drinks more gas, there was nobody next to me. When I go put gas, I'm by myself, So when somebody demands gasoline from you, are you serious? You're bragging. When he was at my house, this was the peak that his YouTube career was. He showed me. And his uncle had a RV. He was making between $800 and $1,200 a month. Plus that $700, $2,000 a month on him, tax free. He's balling like a king. Now at this point, he was so cocky and arrogant. That's how he lost it. Just like Elbow. You get arrogant, cocky. You don't respect anybody. You don't appreciate anything that you have. Bye-bye. That's a life lesson, kids. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Terrible.
Anyway, I'm done with my rant.
I was going to say, don't hold anything back.
Yeah, Carlos says you're trying to cuck him. Are you talking about us, Carlos? Bama girl, this is such nonsense. Rosie never said that. Chris is delusional. Yeah, let me read that one, guys.
Yeah, say that, please.
Hang on, I gotta find it now. It said something about Rich. Oh, here it is. No, wait. Monkey Boy. Wait. Yeah. Here it is. At Monkey Boy. Rich Life said that Rosie only said that they were kin because she wanted to be famous like him.
Okay, let me tell you the truth, because I know Rosie very, very well. Probably better than most people here. And not to insult anybody, of course. Rosie and I have had many discussions about Crybaby and whatever. You know, she is so caring and giving. She wanted to help Crybaby maybe change his demeanor and maybe appreciate the trolls or people who support him, just like she did with Elbow. Elbow spent almost 6 months living with her, and he felt, what a piece of shit. Chris, you know, he just, nothing would rub off. I thought that she asked me if I would hang out with him, and that maybe some of me would rub off on him, because, you know, he was looking forward to meeting Monkey Boy and Mr. Z and all that. And you could see on the videos, he was all excited. But you would think that if he's interested in meeting somebody, that if I'm looking forward to meeting somebody, I want to learn something from them. So you kind of emulate, maybe change your personality to be better yourself. She gave him every opportunity in the world to better himself, just like Elbow. And they just shit on her at the end of the day. And it's, you know, when I spend time with Rosie, I try to be a better person. You know what I mean? I bring money to give to homeless people because she does. You know what I mean? I try to be a better person. I try to, you know, I feel blessed in my life, and he can't, Boris, you would absorb some of us. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you would too. You would just say, fuck, how can I not be a generous person after being with these other people? We all have our own lives. We all function. We have a home. We have toys. We have a badass life. And, you know, what's so sad, what I always, you know, talk to my friend about is that it's so sad to see the same people on every live stream and panel that's going around, because obviously they're disabled or whatever in some life. And, you know, this is their livelihood. And I get it. This is their life and they look forward to it. So myself, I've never been a content creator because I really don't have much to bring. But when I go on panels, we talk about life and we talk about real things. And so to me, this is kind of cool, right? Because when you have a crybaby like Chris or somebody like Lisa who yins and this and that and drinking and talking smack, that has no bearing on life. It has nothing to do with Afghanistan. It has nothing to do with the world. It has nothing to do with our dysfunctional president. It has nothing to do with our lives and bettering our lives. It's just,
listen, Sleepy Joe, you don't understand Sleepy Joe when he's talking?
Let me tell you something, Forrest. I was with a client about a month ago, and I was with a client, and I was rekeying her house, and I was just chit-chatting, just trying to be professional, just hold a conversation, be a decent guy, you know, open-minded. And I said, what do you think of our president? She says, oh, I love him. I think he's doing a great job. I said, don't you think his cognitive thinking is maybe going downhill? She goes, oh, no. You know, he's joking. Don't you get it?
He ain't joking.
At that point, I backed off. I did the job. I got paid well, and I moved on. Move on. No point. And I asked her about our wonderful vice president. Do you think she can handle it? And she goes, oh, she's this and that, the attorney general in California. She can't handle our fucking border crisis in California. Can't handle it. And what's so even more amazing is that because they had these the Southern Guard, I guess the Border Patrol on horseback, and all of a sudden they got to bring a racist issue that we had nothing to do with 200 years ago. You know my ancestry? I am half Mexican and half Austrian. My ancestors had nothing to do with what happened 200 years ago. And I am not going to apologize for what fucking happened. That was, you know, that's like us apologizing to the cavemen that the dinosaurs ate them. It's not my problem. I wasn't there.
Wait a minute. You're a conservative? You didn't know that was your fault?
You know what? I own shit I own shit every day that I fuck up on in my life. I own it clearly. But as
You
far as
feel
the
offended every
heritage
time
and
you pump gasoline, them goddamn dinosaurs had to die so you can drive that polluting car.
with
You should
that
be
being
offended.
said,
And
everybody
I'm
on the
offended
side
if you're
chat,
offended, folks.
everybody on the side chat, as well as the panel, should go to the La Brea Tar Pits. You want to see some cool ass shit on Wilshire Boulevard? That's the place you want to go. La Brea Tar Pits, Wilshire and La Brea, right on the corner, and they're still actively digging. That is a badass place because I rented a space right across the street, and my rent used to be $15,000 a month alone.
Wow.
Yes, that include my mortgage or my
I
vet
pay
or my
attention
employees
to
and
that.
blah blah blah.
California and rent. That's sick.
That was for my business. That was for my business.
Wow. And Chris wants to say he just worked out of the garage because he ain't got no real business.
Well, let me tell you about my business, about locksmithing, okay? So I'm licensed in the state of California and Nevada. When you file for a business, you first got to register with the state a business name and make sure that it's not taken. You pay a fee, blah blah. Then you get insurance, you get bonded, you file a DBA. DBAs are doing business as. Then you go down to the city, not just Las Vegas, but the city of Henderson, and you file. And you have to go through the zoning process to make sure that your property is zoned for whatever business that you want to do. I was fortunate enough that my home was zoned for mobile locksmithing. So I've always had a storefront, but now I'm saving $1,500 to $2,000 a month on a storefront.
Wow.
I'm saving probably $50,000 of equipment inside in open stock on the storefront, and probably $600 a week on somebody to answer the goddamn phone so I'm not there.
Yeah, you've got your
So-
cell phone straight to the business. Yep.
Exactly. So I'm thinking smarter. I'm trying to make my money work for
Hell
me,
yeah,
not
you
me work so hard for
streamlined.
my
You actually
business.
streamlined.
Yes, I did, and saved myself a lot of money.
Yep.
And yeah, man, you and I talked about the money that you made the last couple of days and the money I made from Monday through
Yes.
Thursday,
Yes.
which is pretty fucking.
I made I put
nobody
a number on it
nobody
with
would
Monkey
believe
Boy,
it.
everybody.
Right? Nobody would believe it. Yeah, man. Nobody
Yeah.
would believe it.
In a 2.5 hour stream with Monkey Boy popping in and out, he made over $1,000, guys. And that's not bragging, it's the truth.
It's unbelievable. But
Yo.
that being said, it just makes sense. That's why I have my Hyundai, because I save money. That car makes money from
Yes,
carrying
God,
all
if you
my
were
crap in
driving
my
around a
car.
heavy van, it would be crazy.
You know how badass it is to drive my Lightning in LA. I get more attention. I get more attention in that Lightning than I do my Z06. And I'm telling you, that is a badass fucking truck. But I got to keep it here because I spent $400 a week in gas. It doesn't make any sense, right? So
I could see building your locksmithing around that Lightning, calling it Lightning Locksmithing or something.
you know what my license plate
Lightning.
says? My license plate says in the back of my truck, unlock you. How about that?
Oh, I like that.
Is that
Pretty
badass?
Guy says, honestly, the only reason anyone gave Chris a second chance is Rosie. He ruined
Yes.
that quickly.
Well,
they're all-
he
they're
ruined
all agreeing
his
with her.
he's ruined his YouTube channel first, and then he ruined every relationship he set up. Look at after Go Donnie. What a great Homo sapien. What a great human being to help
yeah.
Chris, to be generosity. And then Chris stabbed him in the back, and then he admitted to it. He has fucked up every good relationship. If Chris never did that 1-star review, and yeah, man, you have a receipt. If he never did that 1-star review, or fucked Rosie or anybody else over, I think these relationships that we have on YouTube, special people, are priceless. You can't get these anywhere. When you ever meet somebody and you haven't seen them in 20 years and you see them again, you all of a sudden like nothing's changed. That's a tight relationship. And I think it's amazing how we can be friends all over the part of the country, right?
Thumbs down club. It's Rosie, not Hosey. Now you behave yourself.
Doesn't matter.
Carlos,
know
go
what's
steal some people.
What's so funny is that so many people, their whole life is YouTube. And again, when I wake up in the morning, it's going to be probably 80 degrees in Vegas. I'm getting ready for my work on Monday. I know it's going to be beautiful, and it's just funny.
YouTube's not
People
the
get
most
so
important thing in
butthurt.
life.
People get so involved. You know what I mean? Like that's their whole thing. And I get it. But I think that myself, I'd rather take advantage of life. There's shit I want to buy, shit I want to do.
Yeah, Twin
know?
Thing said the second Chris did that to Donnie, I let him know about it or let him know.
Yeah, Twin Thing. He's,
That's
but
terrible the way he acts with people.
but
It's
you know
not worth
what?
meeting the man because anybody he meets, he's going to stab you in the back.
He's first of all, this is what he does because he likes the attention. Remember, he tells everybody he's going to quit. He threatens everybody. He has to be on a platform because he needs that attention because he is such a pathetic Homo sapien. He's just such a catfish. Nobody wants to be a part of him. So he tries to trigger people, and that's how he creates drama. And what's even funnier is that he said all that smack about Rosie. What did Rosie say? Have a good life. You make your own choices. Good luck.
See you,
And
Chris.
moved right on. She's having a great time right now, this moment. Chris is not. Chris is in his little shitty home, little bedroom that mommy pays for with his
Yeah.
lights, and he's sucking on some soda pop, being fat.
Yep,
all
that's
that
right,
sugar, all that sugar in his bloodstream. Good for him. Keep drinking it, fat boy.
Carlos says they hit the jackpot with Chris. They know he's a perv. They probably have some. Oh my God,
Carlos, you're right. He likes 14-year-old girls. You heard the same thing I heard on that other live stream that he was talking to a 14-year-old girl and calling her babe and stuff. And does that surprise me? No, it doesn't,
That's
because
disgusting.
he has no education. He doesn't understand. He understands. He chooses to be an asshole. And he just thinks because he can do the disability card that gives him a fucking excuse. And it doesn't. And I'm telling you right now, Chris, please come to Vegas because I have one fist that's going to hit your face and you can send me to jail. I'll bond myself out and I'll fucking hit you again. Please.
Rubble Wilbur says Chris is not because Chris's issue is not because he is unintelligent or
Right.
the mentality level of a child. It's
Yep.
because he's a bad person. I know
Yes.
people with low IQs, but they are good people and have a great heart. Chris doesn't.
That is true to the point. For
And they're all
example,
agreeing with Rubber.
yes, that's true because Crybaby, he does have some skill. He's an old country boy. He can jury rig whatever, but he chooses to be an asshole. Because that gives him the most attention. Because he is so unacceptable in a normal life. I mean, I can't imagine anybody that I would know that would date him.
I'd like to see him try and send me a gag order, Carlos.
He can't. He doesn't have the money to.
He doesn't
That's
have
what
the money to, and he's free content on the internet, guys.
That's right. He doesn't have a channel. And let me tell you something. If he continues, once the trademark starts getting real, and this is going to be a fun fucking e-ticket. I'm going to buy his new channel. I will buy it fucking tomorrow, but I'm going to wait till all this goes through. He thinks he can stay on YouTube. I will buy that other channel. So, fat boy, if you're thinking, you better buy your channel because I'm going to buy it.
Now, I noticed something with the gaming streams, like I was saying.
It got real.
It did get real.
I don't care. Yeah, man, you know me, right? I don't care. It's flowing, right? Not. It's
Yep.
not going to hurt me at all. And I'm only doing to shut his ass up.
Rosie did give him the disability card to play, though. She
Yeah.
love her to death, but wish she didn't give him that excuse. Says pretty.
But you know
cute
what?
guys.
She did the same thing with Elbow, trying to make him more acceptable and trying to change his behavior. And he did not. He just got more arrogant and cocky, just like Crybaby. Rosie goes out of her way. She didn't have to do anything, but she's a great person. She's a great person no matter what. So, and you got to give her props for that.
Carlos,
Yeah.
you're disappointing me tonight, Carlos. My notifications haven't gone off, Carlos. Coachism says that Johnston will send you a gag order. Yeah, man.
The Johnson, you know, it's so funny. I bet you can't even touch that thing.
All lawyered up, says Carlos.
Last time I even saw it.
Now RV Davey is talking lawsuits. I don't know too much about RV Davey anymore, Carlos. He's a strange bird.
I don't know RV Davey.
RV Davey's a weirdo.
I've seen him, but I don't know who they
People
are.
come in my side chat. They try and say he's a strange bird on the internet. You know, whatever state he lives in, he's got to register.
Yeah,
Ooh.
supposedly, yeah.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
I didn't know him
okay.
at first. He would come into my things and try and be cool. And then what I
Okay.
learned is he goes places where they don't know about him until other people show up.
All
and
right.
drop
Okay.
the
Now we got,
hammer.
okay. Listen to this. So D-Dubs, right?
Yeah.
D-Dubs Adventures. He's a tier 3 pedophile.
Yeah,
I entertained him
jailbird.
in my home. I took him on a 2,000-mile road trip. He was always going to say how he's going to dump, gas or pay for food, which he never did.
Right.
And he stayed in my fucking house. And then he turned into an asshole because he refused to pay Mr. Z money for a motorcycle that Mr. Z sold him. So what I
Wow.
did, because I care about Mr. Z, I defended him, and I guess I assaulted you, that piece of shit, on YouTube. He was in LA. Check it out. He was in LA, chooching on Hollywood Boulevard, talking smack, and Monkey Girl, he's on the live stream, and Monkey Girl goes, Monkey Boy's in LA. He says, there's not a fucking way that Monkey Boy's in LA. Then I chimed in on the side chat, said, I'm here, bro. I'm like 20 minutes away. His gait, the gait means the way you walk. So his gait was from nonchalant to a fast-paced walk. We trolled the shit out of him. I said, I will meet you. Just wait for me. And he deleted the live stream.
Wow.
But he says he's a cook. He's not a cook. He does food delivery. And so what he does, he goes state to state, city to city, so he doesn't have to register as a tier 3. That's why he did all these travel things. Now he met some girl in Mexico who doesn't speak any fucking English, that has 2 babies. And now he says he's going to move to Mexico. You know why? Because he's a tier 3 pedophile. But it's a felony for him to go to Mexico. So I want him to come to Vegas because he was talking a lot of smack about Monkey Boy being so old and yada, yada, yada. Fine, come. We got a surprise for you because he's the next guy who's going to go in the slammer. You know what I mean? I want him to come out west. But he's running from the law. And it's obvious. Anybody with any basic psychology education would see clearly he's running. So he doesn't have to register. Makes sense, right?
It certainly does.
When you go city to city, state to state every couple days, he's not registering, right? He's just running from the law, making money. They're trying to. And the money he's making is only supporting what he's traveling because he's got that big ass car payment and blah, blah, blah.
Ooh.
So, and when you meet somebody in Mexico, like this young girl who doesn't speak English, well, she doesn't know. She's not street smart where she's going to, you do that to somebody here in the States.
Oh.
If you tell them your name, Dustin Wilkins, the first thing they're going to do is fucking Google your name, right? You go to somebody who doesn't know the language, how they're going to know anything?
I was immediately notified behind the scenes back when Rosie first started hanging around with D-Dubs, and I was flat out told, yeah, man, he's from your area, but he's on the west side of the state, and stay away from him. He's trouble.
Yes, he is trouble. He thinks he's a genius.
Well,
He has a
the whole
he has
lie
a
of
government
why
card.
he's a class 3 sex offender or whatever it
Yes.
is. It's
Well,
a lie.
Well, yeah, man, we'll
tell
get
you.
this. See, I actually had the misfortune of talking to D-Dubs on the phone
Oh, wow.
through Vegas Vixen. She was like, this guy's so great. Talk to him. And he was taken aback. He's like, yeah, have you watched my channel? I'm like, no, I've never heard of your channel. And he was like, I can't believe you haven't heard of me. And I'm like, no, dude, really, I haven't watched your channel. I haven't heard of you.
That's awesome.
I mean, he
That
kept
doesn't
pushing it a
surprise me.
couple of times. It's like, no, dude, I'm sorry. But
Let me tell you something.
he's like, yeah, I got a condo in West Bloomfield that's, $200,000.
bullshit.
In West Bloomfield, if you got a condo for $200,000, it's a fucking shack.
He's right.
It's so
He
Let
doesn't
me read
have
this
shit.
comment real quick, guys. It says Monkey Boy. This is from Rubber Wilbur.
Hey,
Monkey
Rubber.
Boy, Rosie went back out to vlog with D-Dubs last month. She
I know.
gravitates towards these takers. Maybe
You know
she's
what?
codependent. I bet Rosie paid Mr. Z personally for D-Dubs debt.
No, you know what? I can't say anything about that, but I just think that D-Dubs is a piece of shit. He stayed in my house, left a ton of shit in my house. I threw everything away, everything. And what I did, he had a bug out bag, and I picked and chose what I wanted from my bug out bag. Thank you very much. But he was talking smack about me. He knows my address. He can come, right? He can come over tonight. We will live stream one-on-one with he and I. And
Wow.
I'll leave my Glock in the house. I'll leave my doggy in the backyard in the house, and he can come right over. When he was here, he knows where I live. As far as Rosie, what she does with people, I have no control. I really can't comment what she's thinking or what the deal was. Do I think it was the best move in the world? No. But you know what? He didn't get much love anyway, so it didn't bother me. It doesn't affect my life. And from what I understand, and from what the mods I see from the mods, he didn't get any love. Nobody likes him. He goes on there as different type of channels, and he doesn't say, "Oh, how are you? How's your life? Is there anything I can do to help you?" He just talks about how great his life is, and you know what? We know how it's miserable. How can you run from the law at 40 fucking 2 years old, and you're going to run from the law the rest of your life? That can't be a fun life.
Pretty Kitty says, I think Rosie was dealt a very difficult hand of cards in life and tries to save the outcast. She just picks the wrong ones.
No, I don't think she picks the wrong ones, and I think your comment was valid. I don't think she picks the wrong one. I just think that the wrong ones make the wrong choices as they continue in life, and at that point, she has to back out and let them continue to ruin their life, just like
it's
Crybaby.
taken me a while, but it's like with Rosie. The thing is she's got a certain style on how she operates, and her thing of it is it's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, yada yada. I'm just going to lay a fucking path out for you. If you choose to follow it, that's on you.
Yeah.
If not, I'm sorry.
You know
That's
what?
the vibe that I'm getting from her.
And you know what, Boris, that was pretty much right on. I think that's a very gracious statement, and I think that's a very gracious attitude that she has to do that, because she believes in people. And even to today, she still believes in people. And what's so great, what I admire about her, is that she's able to cut them off, just like I am. Probably from the military, but if somebody chooses to be that way, like Fat Boy or Crybaby, she cuts them off, and then she continues her life, and that doesn't affect her life. At least she doesn't show it, which is great. She just shows she's a strong person, and she gives people opportunity and choices, and they make the wrong choice, and she moves on. So
Think about Rosie's track record and how these toxic people she brought to the community. Amanda May, Elvis Travels, Rich Life, D-Dubs. See a trend? But she has brought good people to us as well, says Rubber Wilbur.
that's true. You don't know how people are until we get together. Just like when Mr. Z and I last year went to Rosie's for the week, we could have been fucking mental cases. But you know what? We had a good time.
Wilbur, hang on a second. Let me say something. Rubber Wilbur, you forgot Eric the Goat Guy, who thinks I can fix his bus with a snap of my fingers.
Right. Eric the Goat Guy. Wow.
Yeah.
He was a flash in the pan, right?
Oh, he's still out there. He keeps contacting me, Monkey Boy. He thinks I can fix his bus.
Oh hell no. He needs to go to a mechanic, a bus mechanic, and
Right. Well, he tells me it's only a 350 Chevy in a school bus. I find that hard to believe.
you know what? That
It
350 is
possibly could be,
working.
though.
You know what? It's all about the gearing, right? The transmission and the gearing.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Well, he
So-
let the homeless people work on it, so he's fucked right now.
Well, there's another guy who makes poor choices, and again, I don't feel sorry for him. I feel bad for him, but I don't feel sorry for him. I mean, when people make poor choices, I can't feel sorry for them because it was up to them. I mean, God gives you, say, 5 choices in front of your face. You're only able to make one choice. If you choose to make the wrong choice, that's on you, not anybody else. There's no victims. And just people that constantly make poor choices. Fat boy, crybaby, whatever. And that's on them. I got nothing. I mean, I'm just watching from afar. Right?
Jen says D-Dubs never mentions his kids either.
Well,
Never
D
says,
Dubs is
yeah, I sent
he's
them
more
some
concerned.
school clothes or money to
D
buy
Dubs is more
whatever.
concerned about himself and not going to jail. That's why he's running, and that's why he's got this little Betty Boo in Texas and
Oh.
Mexico. But let me tell you, you can run, but time catches up. So imagine he's not registering. He's in Mexico. He say, for example, somebody docks him out and he gets busted walking across or driving through. He's going to a prison. It's not going to be good. He's going to go to a Mexican prison, and then he's going to get extradited to California or not, United States, and it's not going to be. He's going to go to a state prison, which is the worst in the world, probably back in where he came from. And you know what? It's all on him. He deserves it. He did it to himself. You know, and people like that, like Chris or Fat Boy or Lisa, that put their PayPal up and beg for money. I have no respect for that at all. None whatsoever.
Leah, I did not realize Rosie had another house guest right now.
She does.
Blackbird?
Yeah, Blackbird.
Is that the
You know-
gentleman that gave her the bicycle?
No, somebody else gave her the bicycle, but Blackbird is he's a live streamer, YouTuber guy. I don't know much about him. I've met him before, of course, and seems like a nice guy. But yeah, he's staying at the Shine Shack for a while, I guess.
Well,
He
that's very
seems pretty
nice of
cool.
her.
I seen him on her stream the other day.
So, you know, he's kind of a man child, you know what I mean? But as long as she's having a good time, and he's having a good time, and they're both happy, then
Yep.
let them do what they got to do.
I
Right?
think she can tell the difference between, a good person and being taken advantage of.
Well, I think the gentleman with her is a good human being. I think he's a bit immature, but he's a good human being. He doesn't do anything ill willful or anything like that. He's a far cry better than Elbow
Life.
or Crybaby in any day. And so, she's doing okay with, it's okay.
Rubber Wilbur says, remember when D-Dubs pulled a knife out on Mallory at Vixen's rented house in Florida? The cameras caught a knife in his hand before he confronted Mallory. If the law saw that, he would be arrested.
Yeah, he was trying to kill her.
Is
Well,
it
you know what?
Mallory Williams?
When he comes back to Vegas or he comes anywhere that I know where he's at, he's going to jail. I promise you. He comes to Vegas or LA and we see each other face to face. I guarantee you he's going to jail. Guarantee you.
Wasn't he busted getting stoned in the car one night?
He was trying
Yes,
to kill
he
her.
got busted in Arizona and he got busted at Santa Rosa for not registering.
And then he got busted for the weed, and then because he wasn't registered, then they hit him harder.
Right. Then they took his van away.
Yeah,
And
it's
his
just a
van was
they threw
impounded.
him
He
in jail,
couldn't afford
didn't
it. Look at when I was going through. So when he left his stuff here, he left a lot of paperwork.
Oh,
So
wow.
I remember one day Mr. Z came over and we were going through his paperwork because I still had the text. D had texted me and told me to throw all of his stuff away. Oh, I figured at that point I never touched anything. So one Saturday we went through all of his shit and found notes and paper of women that he was taking money from on YouTube.
Oh, wow,
Damn.
really?
Phone numbers, his social, his real name, all this bank stuff, and women from Canada, women from the US, including Vegan Vixen. I'm not going to dox anybody else, but I'm just saying that a lot of women's phone numbers on there that he was sponging money from.
Well, there you
And there's
see.
somebody else.
Coachisms is calling out wrestling matches for Friday night. D-Dubs versus Mallory the Mountain Williams, folks.
Nice.
Yep. Is that going to be what kind of match is that going to be? Where they can actually, maybe use a shank?
Should be a ladder match.
Ladder match. Yeah, I think falls count anywhere. Ladder. Yeah, that's a good idea, Boris. No. Coach says you're not talkative, Boris.
I think Monkey Boy's been doing more talking.
Oh, it's
Well,
good.
I just been
Yeah, great
listening, and I'm playing Kerbal right now. So
I've never heard of Kerbal. Is that like euchre?
no, it's a physics based space simulator.
Oh, okay.
You actually build shit and then like fly to other places and shit.
That's
It's
cool.
it's
You
crazy.
know what I want to do? I want to go to they have a place here in Vegas where you can free fall, but you do it indoors.
Oh, wow. Is it over one of
Yeah.
those fans where they blow the air on you?
Yes.
That is wild.
So they simulate Halo, right? So it's kind of cool.
Oh, wow. Yes, D-Dubs wanted Mallory to stand up out of her chair on the balcony. He was ready for her to stand up and he would have taken her out. It was pretty scary, says Rubber.
I want to
Will.
mention. I do want to mention one more thing. Chris had made a statement how Rosie's afraid of me, and I think the years that we've been together, that maybe in the beginning she was a little, maybe thought I was a bit sketch, but I think she probably likes the fact that I'm around her when I am around her because she feel more than protective.
Yeah, that's
I don't
how we
think-
look at it. Like you guys are the bodyguards.
I don't think anybody on YouTube with a boy would say that Rosie's afraid of me. I think that newcomers that see us when we do chooches are concerned with me and my, what I'm thinking and what I'm going, but everyone knows that I have her back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, listen, Coachisms, I've put some heavy payloads up into space. I'm telling you. While we've been talking, I designed a satellite. Now I'm working on a lander. So
Oh, I remember
Nice.
you showing us that the one day a while back.
yeah,
You were building something. That's right.
yeah, it's
That
the
was
engineering
awesome.
thing in me. I can't help it.
No, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Boris. I think that's great, Boris.
Yep.
I like building shit. So
You know who I thought was really interesting? I forget who was it Blue Waffles that had, was it Waffles that had bought that 40-acre property and wanted to live off the grid?
yeah, he bought some property in Oklahoma a long time ago.
I thought, when we were talking on the live panel, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing. I mean, I would actually invest. If he had that going, I would invest with him in that because I think that is a bad fucking ass.
Well,
You know-
where he got it at, he's in Oklahoma somewhere. I can't remember where, but basically the general area is perfect. I mean, it's like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So if
You
that's
know,
what you want, that's what you got right there.
You know what I thought was funny? Chris was whining and crying on his whatever channel, and he was saying how somebody was giving him an e-bike with a solar panel. Now, this is pretty much, I mean, anybody who knows anything about physics, Boris, if you're going to have an e-bike that was generated by solar, that solar panel would have to be as big as the roof on my house to generate enough power to carry his fat ass over a flat land.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. He says the solar panels are on the steering wheel. First of all, a bicycle has a handlebar, not a steering wheel. Just like a motorcycle, they have clip-ons on a sport bike and handlebars on a normal Harley or whatever. But at least get the nomenclature correct if you're so educated, right?
You're looking at, I mean, don't quote me on it, but I'm going to say to get 100 watts, you're looking at probably a 2 foot by 3 foot panel for 100 watts.
He's going to have to wear that on his fucking ass just to fucking get the bike going, right? That's down the hill.
The gas companies, they don't want electric cars, but here's where the hiccup comes into play is the solar panels, but the battery capacity. A long time ago, I've seen an article in Popular Mechanics. They were talking about getting rid of batteries and instead charging capacitors because they charge instantly. There's no wait. You just got to control the rate of the discharge. And some idiot figured out that if you put like the fumes from burnt gold or something like that on these boards, the capacity made it a lot It made the capacity a lot more. It's crazy shit, but he's out of his mind.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just talking about shit, snorting up snot, talking about his nervous condition that he bites his fingernails down to the core. He's just, irrelevant. He's got nothing to offer. Nothing.
Carlos, did you just refer to Roger Brown as a lady?
See,
Well, he does
I don't
have
know. I don't know what's going on with that because I've
Bro-
seen Roger Brown in drag before, so I don't know.
No, I think I forget what her name, Rebecca or something?
Veronica.
Veronica. That's very Veronica.
Yes.
Now, Boris, did you hear about the solar bicycle?
Yes. We
that
just
Rich
talked
Life
about it.
was talking about?
We
That's-
just talked about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one with the solar panel, Monkey Boy on the
Yes.
handlebars.
We just
Yeah.
talked about it.
Oh, I just thought that was something else.
Fucking Earth.
No.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
Remember Chris said
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
the bicycle had a steering wheel
Yeah,
with
had
a
a
solar
steering
panel
wheel.
attached to it. Bicycle has a handlebar, you freak. And
Yeah.
it also a solar panel he'd have to wear on his back. And if you go over a certain speed, you're going to take flight. I mean, how do you support it?
I don't know anything about Roger Brown.
Roger Brown's a cool guy. He's got some issues, but I like him. He has multiple personalities, and don't let his disabilities fool you. He's a smart guy. So
He falls
No.
into the SSI disability community, Boris.
Okay.
oh, that's good. Yeah, man. Actually,
No,
that
I
is
already
good.
told Boris the other night that that's one of the communities I've witnessed.
That's good, bro. That's so good.
I'm not lying, guys. Don't anybody take offense to this, but you have the SSI. I'm on disability, but there's two different kinds. There's mental disability and there's physical disability.
Correct.
Now, I feel sorry when I sit here and I watch people live stream on Oxygen. I'm sorry. That is very sad. I feel sorry for you guys on COPD, all kinds of issues,
Pacemakers, all that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are sucking air trying to do a live stream,
Right. You're right. No, and I like those people. I got no issues with anybody other than those two people I mentioned.
Here's my thing, Rich Life. Oh, I used to be a lineman for the electric company, and then I watched my
Bullshit.
partner
Is there
die.
anything he
Bullshit.
hasn't done? He would have to be about 400 years old to do all the shit he claims he's done.
He is a loser. Listen, when his girlfriend got pregnant, he freaked out. They tried to buy the baby for $1,000.
Oh my God.
And then his brother put him on disability, so he only had to pay $50 a month to support his kid and make his poor wife or girlfriend Smiley suffer. You know what? Whatever Chris gets, he deserves. And all those people who empathize, I hope you come up with a GoFundMe program so he can support his attorney, because he's going to need one.
I can't believe there's people out there. Oh my God, I have such anxiety. I need Social Security.
Let me tell you something.
I can't handle being around people if I have to go into the coffee shop just to pick up a coffee. I need Social Security.
When he talked about Rosie, that was it. Because I was thinking, well, if he apologized, I'd let it go. But it is full on. I'm telling you, you piece of shit. You keep it up. You talk about Monkey Boy. You talk about Rosie or anybody. When I serve you those papers for my new program, Rich Life of Road Trips, and if you mention anything about Rich Life of program, I'm going to fucking take you to court.
Yeah.
It's federal. It's federal.
Guys, it's
You're
my
gonna
It's federal.
name.
I'm going to fucking drag him till Christ comes back. I don't care, because it doesn't make the sun rise or set in my life. But I know he listened to everything, and it's coming, fat boy. Talk about Rosie one more time, and I'll buy that fucking new channel. I don't need a GoFundMe. I don't need to put a PayPal up. I make my own money, and I'll fucking attack you until Christ comes back. I swear to God.
I think you're
Sorry.
so rich.
Sorry, guys, but I'm telling you,
No, it's all right.
I don't care about him. He doesn't make my day. But I tell you what, when I'm talking with y'all, it's done for him. It's done. I don't care what I have to do. It is done. And I'm gonna, he's fucks with a man. He's gonna get how a man treats a boy.
Welcome to the side chat, Craig. Craig Senior says that Monkey Boy. Good to see you. How you
Monkey
doing,
boy,
Monkey Boy?
Craig,
I happened
how are
to-
you, Craig Senior?
Yep.
I Craig, I really appreciate you and I respect you. I think you're a good guy. Thank you for your friendship.
Hey, he said he just happened to jump on and heard your voice. He said, "Holy shit! Look at that truck camper! Wow, that's a nice boat. I wish Rich Life probably wishes he had a nice boat like that, guys.
He can't afford his own shit.
Oh man,
That's why his sister gave him a van, because she felt sorry for him. And so he's got to get a van. What? It's 2009. Are you serious? Come on.
Traveling Roger, I know that guy, Craig. I don't know him personally, but I do watch his streams. Good channel, looks good. The other day when he talked about Rosie's sexuality, which he has nothing to do with,
Right.
anything really showed anything really showed who was on the inside after after that I was through. Before it was just funny. That Roger
Right.
Brown is weird, says Carlos.
Carlos, everybody brings something special to the party, bro.
Yep.
Carlos says, "Oh, I forgot. Coates 9500 trashed Roger. LOL." You know, that's something me and Coach were talking about the other day, and Coach will even mention this in the side chat. Coates 9500 is the only one Rich Life hasn't gone after, or vice versa.
You know, you have to give props to Coach, because when he needs to work, he does work, and he works hard. You know, he lives in that RV. It's an RV. It's a camper van. Unlike Fat Boy, who lives in a van with no toilet or shower. And even though he does his own work, you got to show the guy props. You know what I mean? He doesn't beg. He has a hard life. I can't imagine living in a van. Imagine living in a van all day when it rains. I mean, I admire people that can do that. I like a shower. I like a normal life. But you know what? He's a good guy. He doesn't beg. And I can't hate on him at all.
Craig
I
says,
mean,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, bro.
No, I was going to read the comment. Craig says, "Monkey Boy, yeah, man, and Monkey Boy, feeling is mutual. I give you much respect, and I can't stand when Rich Life makes fun of Rosie or does stupid things and says terrible things. All she does is do right by people."
Yeah. You know, any normal person would recognize how great she is. And the fact that, it's like he told the truth. I remember talking to him and he had always mentioned he, her, Steven, blah, blah, blah. And I have receipts on this. And I even told Rosie before even any of this came up to how he would be so disrespectful. And she still gave him a chance. And you know what? I don't think Rosie's the person you want to fuck with. Or I think that if you get in her circle, like Rosie, Mr. Z, and Monkey Boy, we call that the circle of trust. Because I can tell her anything and she's not going to say it. Just like Mr. Z or whatever. And if you are so fortunate enough to get in her circle of trust, that's a beautiful thing. And especially being a part of Boyd. And if you want to be anybody in the Boyd, she's the lady you got to go past. She is the queen of Boyd, no matter what anybody says.
Rubber Wilbur says the reason the mom and the brother won't let Rich Life put the house in his name is because they know he would do something and get sued and lose it.
Yes.
They were smart because Monkey Boy would own it.
But, let me tell you something. So anything that if Chris does not comply to anything that this trademark represents, it is not civil. It is not superior court. It is federal. I already have an attorney. This will be my second appointment with him. He's on retainer. And Chris, if he doesn't comply, the best thing he could do is comply and make it easy for him financially. Just do what it says, let it go, and move on. But if he doesn't comply, he's going to have to lawyer up, because I will go to the city of Los Angeles federal court and file papers myself, and it's going to get real.
Carlos,
The first
so
thing-
what are Milton John's pronouns, Carlos? Put them in the side chat for us. Go ahead, monkey boy. I just had to comment.
And if the first thing he's going to have to do is rip those fucking stickers off his RV. That's the very first, and we're going to videotape that.
This is going to hurt to say this, but Twin Thang says, I love Elvis Travels, but he is a bit he is a bit above Rich Life because he didn't realize he needed to get a job and did. Chris would steal first.
Twin Thing, you're right.
That's true.
You said nothing but the truth. And your opinion, I agree with your opinion because it's valid.
Yep.
It's valid. So it's going to be exciting. And there's people that text me and call me that are like 12-year-olds jumping up and down, wanted to show all these receipts. But I sent one of my close friends a receipt today.
Sorry, I gotta read side chat. This is hilarious.
I sent my close friend a receipt of my ownership of Rich Life of Road Trips via trademark.
Carlos Martinez, there should be a law on who's allowed on the internet.
Carlos, that's true. They should have a mental evaluation like they do for the police department or the military or something like that.
Rubber Wilbur says, Monkey Boy, you should hire Tasha Teeling to represent you in court before the judge, LOL.
You know what? About
You
Tasha
should take
Teeling,
Rosie to court. You should make Rosie represent you.
I like Tasha. I think she's amazing. Look what she did to that van. She made a regular van into a castle.
Yep.
And what's even more boggles my mind, she has unlimited amount of resources and she does everything on herself. She doesn't, you know what? I like her. I would not have her represent me. I have enough funding to get a real attorney, but I would talk to her about advice. Just like, I go on a side chat and I give her advice on her motorcycle or her van, and I compare it with my Lightning because I put a lot of time and money into it and mechanic work. And so if she has an issue, then I'll give her ideas. Like she was having issues with her bike about the head gasket or the head not functioning properly. So what I had to do is when I got with my Lightning, I bought new heads. I bought trick flow heads and I bought racing gaskets because this motor is designed with a supercharger. So I wanted, you buy I bought Proline gaskets that are really thick that can handle a lot of the pressure. So, hopefully that helped her, but I admire her. She thinks out of the box, and I think people who give her money, I think that she deserves it. And do I think she's dealt a bad hand? You know what? Life isn't good. We're all dealt a shitty hand. No one's had a perfect life. It is just either you're a victim or you're just going to overcome it and make your life better and learn from it. So she has issues like we all do, and she's going through her stuff, and I hope she resolves whatever's going through. Next.
I got to read this comment from Carlos. It's too good to be true. He says, let's get a Big Brother house thing going. Yeah, man. Let's put Rich Life, Roger Brown, Elvis, Milton, Mark Terry, Dave the Fisherman. Let's put these lunatics in a house together.
Carlos, that's ingenious. Good for you,
It
bro.
is.
That was beautiful. Oh my God. Could you imagine that?
No one would want to sit next to Dave. He smells like BO.
Well, you look at Dave lives in his mom's trailer in Oklahoma. He has all this camouflage gear, so he's bragging about stolen valor, because people who never served in the military but buy all the military garb, come on, you're living in a fantasy. And his lounge chair that I remember seeing was all camied up like a.
Yep.
We used to carry, we never carried ponchos. We always carried a poncho liner, which is it's a nylon kind of camouflage blanket that's very light, that even in the rain, it'll keep you and your ranger buddy warm. So we always carried that. But it was something like, Yeah, so it's just funny how people fantasize. You know what I mean? Because we all played GI Joe when we were kids.
We
Next.
can have we can have D-dubs in there drunk with knives running around everywhere, says Carlos.
Listen, there was a live stream on Black Bigelow, and I give props to him because he speaks his mind. He lives in a van, and he has pretty decent content, and he's got a decent personality. He was with D-dubs in New Orleans, and D-dubs had this bottle of Jägermeister and drank half of it or whatever the deal was. Just a stupid fucking fool. And I give props to Black Bigelow for taking care of him, but D-dubs is just a worthless human being. I mean, he's got nothing. I mean, he has no content. He showed him true self when he was with Rosie, when he was with me. He thinks he's above it all. It's amazing, and you learn about people when they stay in your house. You know what I mean? And
Twins
Next.
saying, I love Virginia. It's a wonderful place. I spent some time at Virginia Beach when I was younger and had such a wonderful time. They had a carnival there. It was just tons of fun. Craig, I lived in Virginia Beach area, the 7 cities. I used to call that damn, they call it a boardwalk, but I'm sorry, folks. Go to Virginia Beach. I call it the concrete walk. Right, Boris? Guess Boris is using the bathroom, guys.
he's gone.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
My bad.
Virginia Beach sucks.
It does.
Bad.
I grew up in Jersey, and Seaside Heights, Seaside, Wildwood, Cape May. Everywhere you went, guys, it was a boardwalk made out of wood.
I'll tell you something worse than Virginia Beach, though, and I'm sure you've been there. Is Oceanside.
Yes. Yes.
Virginia Beach. I mean, it would not surprise you to see a rat and a seagull fighting over a piece of bread.
Oh, it was great there. I lived at 23rd, 2 blocks from the water. It was beautiful. Yep. Then I moved 40 miles out, to the other end of town.
Yeah.
But it was fun when I first went there.
What'd you do? Go out to Chesapeake?
I went to Suffolk, actually.
Suffolk. Okay.
Or Suffolk,
Yeah.
depending on, a guy taught me back when I lived there. He says, there once was a woman that came from England. She didn't drink, nor smoke, nor fuck. And the man said, that's how you say it, Norfolk. And I looked at him and went, Norfolk? He's
Norfolk.
like, no, it's Norfolk.
It's Norfolk.
Norfolk, exactly. You're exactly right. And it's exactly what we stayed in a wonderful hotel and we had a blast. I think that was when I was in my 20s. Now, holy shit. Now I'm 73. Damn, Craig.
Wow.
Good
I was
life,
in North
Craig.
Fork. I was in North Fork, Virginia, in the military.
Oh, wow. I lived there for 5 years.
I was. We went on this frigate and did this operation. It was interesting.
Southwest. Okay, so yeah, Miss Thang. What the hell is it called? Busch Gardens, folks.
I've been there.
Yep, up off of 64. Yep.
They have a Busch
Crash
Gardens in LA.
lost his belt.
Yeah, spent a lot of time at OB Pier 11 and Pier 12.
Yep. I had my buddy take me down the what was it, the Chesapeake River, whatever was behind the Ford plant, Boris. And we come around past something, and the guy turns around, he goes, that was a submarine we just went past. And it looked like it was the top half. The damn thing was under the water.
Yeah.
It was actually in dock under the water. It was the weirdest thing I had ever seen. The bridge tunnel was amazing to me, and I had a 63 Volkswagen Beetle, and 3 of my friends with me my brother-in-law and his best friend and myself, I had 100%. I couldn't fit in. I had a blast. Oh yeah, let me tell you.
Have you been over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge?
I've crossed it many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's tunnels everywhere there. The tunnels going to Portsmouth.
Downtown tunnel,
Yeah.
and then there's the Portsmouth tunnel, right? Or well, there's the 64 tunnel and the downtown tunnel, and there's 2 downtown tunnels. Yep.
I used to ride the bus there from Norfolk in the not really Norfolk, but in the downtown Norfolk and over to Portsmouth in the middle of the night.
Portsmouth.
Yeah. When we were in the shipyards.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Where were we? We were at St. Julian's Creek.
Yeah, we know about Roger Brown getting beat up on his walk.
Who beat him up?
He got jumped by some weirdo. Something happened, and
I had something weird happen to me, man.
Rib.
Somebody knocked on my door. I opened the door. This guy's like, "Hey, man." He's like, "I see that truck sitting in your driveway. Would you be interested in selling it?" I'm like, "No." It's like, why would you come up to my door knocking on my door like that?
Wow. Well, I told you about somebody leaving me notes, wanting to buy my truck.
I mean, I was nice about it, but I'm just thinking, dude, get the fuck out of here. I didn't ask you to come here to begin with.
The bridge tunnels, where you go on the bridge, see the water, and then you go down under earth.
Yeah, there's 3 tunnels under the water.
Yeah, I like how he says it though. Then you go down under earth. Underneath. I'm sorry. That's the weird sensation I ever had in my life. I'll tell you, I went on a booze cruise. They call it a cruise to nowhere, a carnival cruise to nowhere out of Norfolk. 48-hour cruise, great time. And the second night we were out on the water, we stayed up all night and we watched the ship come in through the tunnels, through the channel. It was really cool. It was something to see.
I sat there one night and watched just this monster electrical storm roll across Chesapeake Bay. I wish it was way back in the day. I'm telling you, if I would have had like a cell phone or something, I would have had monumental footage. I've never seen anything like it.
I sat on my front porch once when I was living there, and I actually watched a storm come down the street in front of me. like a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy sat there, and he called me Jafoli. He said, "Here it comes, Jafoli." And that sucker ran right down the street. It was amazing to see.
Yeah, you get some vicious storms in Virginia.
Yep.
In Norfolk.
Coachism says he was jumped by meth heads.
In Norfolk?
No, Roger Brown in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think you got to watch out there. I learned the meth was in North Carolina, Boris. That's what I learned.
Oh, okay. That's everywhere.
Well, my buddy was abducted by a couple of people and they drove him to the middle of nowhere. And then the party was on and he said, "Never again. I'm never hanging out with those people again." Well, good night, D. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you. Yep, I will. If you're on my Twitter, D, she has a fundraiser. If anybody would be interested, she wants you guys to help her out. Yep. Roger Brown is an e-begging fool. Who are you, wog fart?
That's what I keep hearing.
Yep. Well, people are trying to say that he does streams and.
But you know what I'll tell you what's out there. From what I know is that Roger Brown, I like him. So don't take this the wrong way. And Roger, I'm sorry for insulting you, but from what I gather, my speculation is that Roger never wants to have anything delivered to his location because he says neighbors issues. He says everything's sent to the post office box, but he never can get there because he's got Harry and George, his 2 feet. He did a live stream the other day showing how treacherous the walk is or whatever, but that's life. My thought is maybe he's squatting on that property and he doesn't want anybody to know the address.
That's
because
good point.
Because if there was me, I would go to my neighbors and make nice with them and say, hey, if any packages come in, leave it there. I'll check it every day. And if you want to fish in my pond, then have fucking at it. You
Right.
make nice, be generous. He's a smart guy. He knows that. So we don't know. He doesn't have any electricity or anything going on there where he's at. I'm not saying anything. I'm just speculating. I'm not saying anything negative, Roger. So don't attack me. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just hypothetical, just talking to my friends. I don't know. But that is a thought. But I hope that isn't, and I hope he's doing well. And I just think there's better ways of taking care of yourself than, you know what I mean? I just think if people are willing to help you, then you got to give them the tools to help you. I don't know. Next.
I like Roger Bound. He needs help. I don't think his property is deliverable.
I don't, because no, he made statements before saying that things
Oh.
were taken from his neighbor or whatever. So whatever issues that that I would have with my neighbors, I would resolve them and have people send whatever if they're willing to help. I mean, you know, I think it's amazing that people are willing to do that to help him, because when he talks about people and that doesn't, I mean, take that back. He doesn't talk about people. When he talks about what he eats during the day, 2 or 3 rotten apples, I mean, how could you not want to help the guy? But I just think there's more to the story when you don't give your, you know, where you can be helped at.
Let me tell you something, Thang, Twin Thang. I could pick up the phone right now if I knew where Boris lived. And in the next 48 hours, I could stop Boris immediately from getting an electric and gas bill. DTE has no understanding of anything that goes on, and I could simply call up and say, yes, hi, I just moved into this brand new home I purchased in Roseville, Michigan, and here's my new address, and I need to get the power turned on. Oh, sir, what's your social security number? What's this, that, the other thing? We got to run your credit. And yeah, man, you got great credit. There's no deposit needed. We'll be out in the next 48 hours. And Boris will be sitting there. And if he is like daydreaming at the computer, not understanding what's going on, they're going to go in there and not even yank the meter or nothing. The service will just get read. He will get a final bill, and his electric will be in my name. So to say Roger Brown has power, yes. I can give an address. They will come turn the power on.
Exactly.
Yep.
As long as
Anyway,
you pay the previous bill,
yep.
sign right up again, they'll take care of you.
Well, it ain't even that. I'm not responsible for Boris's bill. I'm putting it in my name now. It's just changing.
Right.
They don't really roll like that anymore now, I guess.
Well,
what happens is if there's any kind of outstanding balance linked to that address, then they figure you're trying to pull a fast one. So
well, actually, no, it goes on your credit report.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you owed them
Right.
money.
Well, I don't know what the deal is.
Power off.
Dude doesn't have electricity?
Well, they're saying he has electricity in that house. And what I'm saying
He doesn't
is,
have water. He doesn't have water.
right,
But
if
you know,
squatting, you can still have power if you're squatting.
If that was me, I would get a catfish fishing pole. The next time I went to the dollar store or Wally World, I would get one of those cheap containers that you can filter water through, right?
Yep.
And then use that catfishing pole, get some worms, because Wally World always has fresh worms, and buy yourself food and cook. You know, but I just think there's more to the story than what's put out there. And you know, I just think there needs to be more clarity, because if people want to help you and you're not willing to help yourself, there's an issue there. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like
I
said, I don't know nothing about them, so I'm not trying to cop out or nothing. I really
No.
know
I don't know anything either. And I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful, but I'm just thinking.
Well, they just don't believe that his whole story is the truth. You know,
Well,
that's
you
how I
can't
think.
really accept it, because if he needs help, send it to his address where he's at, and so he doesn't have to walk 100 miles to wherever, and get it done and handled. But
Carlos says he's dry begging.
Well,
Carlos could be, you know.
here's the deal with all that shit. All right. you need help for whatever reason, and somebody is going to give you help. That's what you're looking for. So if you're going to have to bite the bullet, like you said, make nice with the neighbors, whatever, so that somebody can help you, well, that's the price you got to pay, dude, because somebody's helping
Yes,
you.
right. You got to suck up your pride and just accept responsibility for yourself and be gracious and grateful that people are willing to help you because, look at when Rosie, her tire went flat, I was right there. And if I wasn't there, there'd be somebody else who would be there. But when Chris totaled his van, nobody was there. Not even his girlfriend, Lisa, would be willing to. She was more butthurt because she didn't get her beer that night.
That's funny.
But that's the truth. She didn't give a fuck. If my girlfriend was
Fucking beer fairy
stranded,
didn't come, damn it.
if my girlfriend was stranded and I had a car that wasn't registered or didn't have because I have a DUI or whatever, I would take the risk and fucking go take care of business. But he's a piece of crap. Why would anybody help him? You know what I mean? And he's always threatening people and trying to threaten he's going to commit suicide. So you talk him off the bridge. You know what? If he wants to set himself on fire, I personally will hand you the matches, Chris. Okay?
Damn.
Twin Thing says I can't send him a case of water and send it to the P.O. box for him to carry. Hell,
See?
that case of
See?
water is going to weigh so much, the shipping's going to be ridiculous.
Look at, but she's willing to put the funding out to do that to help this guy.
Well,
And he's
she
not
don't wanna
willing-
give him cash. That's the catch, Monkey Boy.
Let me tell you something. I don't give cash either. There's one person on YouTube I did a wire transfer and send cash to. But if I see anybody on the street, my first thing, I'm going to buy them food. I don't want to give them cash because I know where that's going to go in their drug fund. So if I go take them and say, hey, I'm at 7-Eleven, you want something, a sandwich or whatever, leche, whatever, I'll buy it for you. But, I'm not going to give them just cash because I know where that's going to go. I'm not going to fund, I don't believe in California laws where let's make a place where the drug addicts, the meth heads, if you choose to live under a bridge and do meth, you're a fucking, you're just dumb, stupid, and you deserve it. But if, I have no respect for that. So California laws are so liberal that they'll put a place up where these meth heads can do drugs and supply needles for them. You know what? I'm not going to enable that. But if you want food, I'll buy you some food. If you need gas, I'll buy you gas. If you need a place to stay, we'll talk about it. But you know what? I'm not giving cash out. Never again. Never fucking again.
Amazon
And again,
wish list, Miss Twin Thing says he could have an Amazon wish list that people could help fulfill.
I got an Amazon wish list if anybody's interested.
Yeah, you also got weed porn going on.
Oh, my wish list, I think the cheapest thing on there is $5K. It's
Hey,
Mac.
Boris, I was bragging to the homies today at work about your Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were eating it up.
Well, I was wondering what was going on because the past couple of days I'm sitting there and I'm getting people that are subscribing to me. I'm like, or following me. I'm like, who the fuck is this and how did you find me? But I didn't say
never
nothing.
know. You never know.
You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
learned?
When you don't-
years.
When you
I
don't have
learned-
water, it can be repaired with a hacksaw PVC pipe unless he has a pump. I would never go without water. It couldn't be that big a deal. Yep. That's what Craig says.
You know what? There's always ways you're gonna have a well.
Yeah.
Rosie has a well.
Well,
You know?
see, that's the thing. It depends on where he's at because,
That's true.
It has,
you know,
right,
if,
there's a
if
zoning
he's-
thing, right?
if he's on city water, then it's like, okay, dude, why isn't the water turned on then?
Because it's about funding at that point. And it's not about blockage or anything else. It's about funding. And it doesn't bother me or concern me, but if I needed help and my water was off, I would send them a PO box or something that was available to me that I could get the help that I needed. But when you have somebody who's reaching out for help but won't disclose information for whatever reason, there's other issues going on, and that's To me, that's too sketchy. I wouldn't
But
give.
why are you asking for help in the first place? What are you doing to help
Right.
yourself? I'm not trying to
Right.
dog the guy, but
Right. I'm the same way. I feel the same way. I like Roger. I think he's a smart guy. I just think that there's other things going on that's none of my business.
yeah.
Carlos says that they're going to call animal control on Roger.
Well, there's a thing about when you have one kitty and two kitties and they have a breeding thing, they're like rabbits.
Yeah, is he the
And-
cat man or something? Does he have like hundreds of cats going around?
No, I don't think he has hundreds, but I think he has a few cats, a few
Okay.
being 3 to 5. And I think that gets to a certain point where if you can't afford to neuter them or have them taken care of, then it's going to be like having rabbits. You might as well just get some falcons and, feed the wild because there's going to be an issue. And cats, they get to a certain age and I had a cat in Burbank and I'm telling you, his name was Bob, a cool cat. I bought him in Oregon. He was a quarter bobcat. And as soon as he lifted his tail up and he was spayed, as soon as he was, anyway, he lifted his tail and peed on my fucking couch. He became an outside cat. My girlfriend at the time freaked out. And I said, you know what? He knows where he gets fed. And from that point on, he was an outside cat because if I don't piss on my carpeting or furniture, no other animal is.
Oh, he's spraying. He was spraying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate cats and I kill a fucker if they ever,
Well, I like Bob. I paid a lot of money for him. He was a cool cat, but he became instantly an outside cat. I had no problem with that. No remorse. And he came every day and I fed him. It was
Rubber
cool.
Wilbur says, Monkey Boy, Rich Life says you made him pay $70 to clean his RV. While you were
You know
doing
what?
this, did you have
That's
his
not
arm
true. That's not true.
twisted and took the $70 out of his pocket? Just figure out how you made him LOL.
First of all, that's half true. When I first saw the RV, it looked, I'm telling you, like Uncle Eddie's RV, but
Like you
worse.
trashed it?
But just like if I was to buy a car, with new or used, the first thing I'm going to do is clean it, go
Yep.
through it, and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
we
dump
took
the
it to
shit tank and get the old man shit out of it before I even shit in it.
Exactly. So what I did, I said, hey, let's go to this car place that I always take my car, my truck, every Saturday. They have a car show there. Once I rinse off my fucking Lightning, I go and show it off. So we go there where there's a place for RVs. He didn't spend $70. He maybe spent 25 or 30 at the most. And I scrubbed the fuck out of that RV. Okay.
Wow.
He worked too. I scrubbed the fuck out of it. And it looked 100% better. It looked actually decent.
Wow.
So if you have to pay money to take care of your own shit, I'm not responsible. I wasn't with you in line and encouraging you to fucking buy that piece of shit. When I bought my house, there was nobody in the house line but me. Nobody gave me money. Nobody gave me shit. When I went to pick up my doggie at the rescue for German Shepherds in Vegas, nobody was next to me but me. So I can give somebody suggestions what I would do because I just want to help the fucking knucklehead out. Just like when I put all that work into this RV. I fixed every lock on that piece of shit that was broken, and virtually everyone was.
Wow.
I used some MacGyver method and some ruling from locksmithing, and I put it. That thing's pretty protected. I didn't charge him. He's not a customer. He had no right putting a Yelp review up. I did this all in the gracious of myself. So, and then what happened was I let my nephew, who's 22 years old, who's an MMA world champion, no one knows about. A couple of people do. But
Hey,
let
man,
my
I got a
nephew-
couple people's asses that need to get fucking kicked. Can you introduce me to this guy?
I'm telling you, if I told you his name and you Google his name, this kid is a world champion. And so he lived with me for years, and he goes, I let him go in my notebook because he trains, he works in Vegas. He fucking, when he has free time, I let him go in my notebook. And so he would go on the things that I would look at and look at Crybaby crying about shit. And he would agree with different people. Chris would go on and look at all the side comments. That's what he does. And so he would question me about comments my nephew would make. And I would say, you know what? I was working. It's my nephew. And it was. And I says, I don't have anything ill to say about my nephew about the comments that he made because they were his opinion and they were true. Nothing bad. They were just, yeah, you're an idiot, you know,
Right.
agreeing, whatever. And
I
so
concur.
he called up Mangoes or he texted him or whatever and told him to take my wrench away.
Jesus, really?
In my 50 years of life, I have never had anybody given something to me and then have someone else take it away. When I was 12 years old and had my bicycle stolen, I went to that person's house and got my bicycle back. When I had my cell phone stolen in fucking Burbank, I went to find my phone and I went to the person and got my phone myself without the police, but the police knew about it. That being said, when Chris did that and I talked to Mangoes and he gave me my wrench back and Chris lost his little fucking fat mind. And then shit just went. At that point, I decided, you know what? He's not worth my fucking energy because he's just worthless. So I disengaged with him and he got all butthurt. Next.
Yeah, man. You know, my RV, I paid $5,000 for it. It's way better than Rich Life's right about now.
Yep. That's a depreciating asset. That's what it is. It's an asset because it's been paid for, but it's depreciating every day like an RV because it's not made to live in every day. Just like when you buy a house. 6 years ago, I bought a house for $300,000, blah, blah, blah. And yes, I'm making mortgage payments on it, but 6 years later, it's worth almost $600,000. So now you think, well, it's a liability because you're making payments, but it's an asset because it's appreciating every day. Every day, my house makes a few hundred shekels a day. So in another
you're
6 years, it's
talking
going to be
way
$1
over
million
his head
fucking
now.
house.
You got Rich Life confused right now, Monkey. Boy.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the value
Listen,
of
Coach Isms
liability
just said
and
in
an
the side
asset.
chat- Coach Isms just said in the side chat, he says, you people are all jealous that no one will give you free cars and free Sundrop, guys. You're
That's
all
true.
jealous of Rich Life.
Yes, because he
You're
lives
just
a life. He's a
jealous.
rock star.
Yeah.
And,
You guys are
and
all losers, you know?
I hate my house and my doggy and my life. And every morning I wake up I want to listen to what Chris had to say about everybody else because that's my world. You know what? YouTube is for entertainment. And what's even more fortunate about YouTube is I feel blessed about having friends like, yeah, man. I got a new friend, Boris. You know what I mean? We're from different parts of the country. We all have our own gig. This doesn't control us. We don't give a fuck about what other people say because this is their world. I'm in the real life. Brad has a real life.
Yep.
And
You
he's
mean YouTube's not real?
This is
it's
fake.
entertainment. When people take it into real world, like that the Crybaby has with that 1-star review, the gloves are off, and Rangers strike day or night, Chris. You better sleep with one eye open. We're coming.
Hey, I got one for you guys. You're gonna love this one. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Hang on, give me a second here. Keep talking, guys. I'm gonna pop this up here real quick. Y'all gonna love this. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this video. All right, this is Crazy Sam, the Lebanese man. This is what he thinks of people on YouTube like Rich Life, folks. Are you ready? Let's check this out.
Seattle, all different. Arizona, they're gonna fuck them up. What? Look at this house. Go on YouTube.
Keep going.
Is that YouTube or YouTube?
I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna make you
Is
famous.
that YouTube or YouTube?
They love you. They love hearing you. They say, "Who is this guy?" I says, "It's Lebanese Sam." Yeah, yeah. Gotta practice. Lots of practice. Yeah. Keep going. Give me 30 more seconds.
Everybody on YouTube, cocksucker.
Oh, Jesus, they're all cocksuckers. Oh, great. All right, later, dudes. You're all cocksuckers.
Woo! There you go, Rich Life. Sam, the Lebanese man. He put it right there. You're all cocksuckers.
You know, I want to say something to Craig, and Craig, you're right. But it would be at least $700 of work that I did. That I did half the work on a truck. And I charged the guy over $600. So you're correct. He doesn't appreciate the value of human friendship and the value.
He roboting Boris?
Who, me?
No, Monkey Boy. He just tipped out, or he.
I think so.
Am I here?
Oh,
Am I
you're
here?
back. Yeah, you roboted for a second.
All right. I'm sorry. So what
Okay.
I was saying is that Chris and I had a discussion about how he has friends that are locksmiths. And I told him that if you were in California or Las Vegas and you were trying to be a locksmith and a popo rolled up on you, and if you didn't have your license, that you would go to jail for breaking and entering. And he got all upset with me and said, you don't need a license to be a locksmith. And I told him, you don't need a driver license to be a driver, but you need one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He doesn't understand the simplicity of having a business or anything of a venture, you know what I mean? Of a sole proprietorship or an entrepreneur. He has no knowledge of anything. And it's even more astounding how he says he has more education than Monkey Boy. I find that funny. And I would like to see receipts, Chris, of you having more education than me.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Because he doesn't have any. He's got the mentality.
Well, I bet he's
My
probably got more participation trophies than you.
I was just thinking that, Boris.
No, he doesn't have trophies. He has ribbons from fucking 1988.
You provided labor and parts at no cost to him, and then he left a bad review. What a
Yeah.
What a
sucky thing
schlep.
to do.
What
He left a
schlep.
bad review. He read, and you have the receipts, Jam, and you see it's his spelling because you can't
Oh,
even
yeah.
fucking read it.
Yep.
It has his name, his picture, so it's him. And
Chris,
what's
you're a
even more
shithead.
fun, his girlfriend, his drunk girlfriend, believes that Chris left a 5-star review. And the truth of the matter is, somebody else, whether it's Sig or, and I like Sig, if there's somebody else who is an empathizer of Chris, when they
Well,
took that 1-star review after I had receipts,
You know
they
what?
took that review off. Listen to me. And then they put a 5-star review. But the person who wrote the review, the English and punctuation was clear and good. They were educated, but it was all an advertising of Rich Life of Road Trips. And then I made a comment and told them that if they don't take it down immediately, that my attorney was going to get a hold of them, and they took it down. So Chris has a receipt of that, but he won't show Lisa the receipt of the 1-star review.
he has too many people enabling him.
He does.
Hmm.
Because he's a crybaby, and he plays the disability card, and he's a slug. He lays. Jen is so true. I love her. He lays in bed and eats that nasty ass food and gains some weight, and good for him. I hope he does a live stream and his heart fucking explodes on him. That's gonna be funny. And Chris,
that's
you
a little
deserve it.
harsh, but okay.
You know what, Chris? I would love for you to go down and see Roger Brown, and I bet you Roger Brown will beat you like a stepchild.
Well, he says he's not allowed to go there. Roger Brown has a PPO or something on him.
I tell you, Chris talks all this mass shit about his karate thing. He couldn't find his way up a wet paper sack, and we will prove this. I'm older than Chris. Chris can come to Las Vegas. We will live stream this. We'll have a 2-minute bout, and I promise you, I won't even put my fist together. I'll just put it out, and I'll slap him one time in the back of the hand. I'll call to the ground and cry like a bitch, and then call the popo because he's not afraid of me.
Carlos, let me tell you something. Carlos says, hey, yeah, man, we are close to confirming on this guy, Matthew. Is he 17 or 27? I know Hub and Mel
17.
are on it. Yeah, 17 or 27. Yeah.
He's 17 because he lives with his grandma. What 27-year-old would live as a grandmother? Are you kidding me?
Well, Carlos, here's the thing. I was in the stream today after Rich Life ended it. It was kind of weird. It was like they were simultaneously streaming, I believe, when Rich Life got done, calling me and Monkey Boy a bunch of names this afternoon. You don't think we were listening, Rich? We were listening. We're always listening, Rich. But the point
Chris
of it
is always
was,
someone listening.
one of the people in the party chat was, oh, my mom, I don't want to get caught by my mom. That's how teenage boys talk, guys.
That's right. He's
You know,
a
you guys-
boy.
You got
That's
that
all that
sticky
Chris can
sock
deal
on the
with.
floor. You don't want mom to find out about it. You know?
Grandma's got to fucking stand up and start cussing you out because you
Yep.
don't want to mess with his grandma. Chris, are
See
you
that
kidding
name in the
me?
side chat? That's Matthew's grandmother.
That's right.
She'll tell you he's 27.
And don't mess with his grandma because she'll cuss you out, right, Chris?
Yep. That's exactly what he said too.
Exactly. Quote unquote. He's a lying, crying. I can't imagine anybody. Well, I can imagine a couple of people, but he's a catfish. He's at the bottom. He's a worm in the bottom of a fucking lake. That's all he is.
That's right.
He's like, but we got good things coming up, and Mr. Silver Dog is going to show some receipts in the next coming few days. And Chris, you better put that fucking seatbelt on, bud, because it's coming hard. And I'm going to work extra hard just to make it happen.
Sounds like they're calling you out, Chris.
I want Chris to man up and apologize for that 1-star review. Yeah, man, put that review up. Show everybody.
I'll have to pull it up. It's in my hang on, guys. I got it. Give us a minute. You guys keep talking. I'll pull it up.
But if you guys read this, and I have texts from Chris, even from G, and I try to read this to somebody else, and I'm telling you, it's mind-boggling because you can read it, but you can't decipher it. And when you read it, you sound like a 5-year-old that can't read. It's funny.
It is. It really is, guys.
I'm going to pull up something right now that a text from him on my other phone, and I'll read it to you guys. And
There you go, guys. Check it out.
yeah,
He says he's calling him to rekey the door at his house, but that's a lie. It was an RV.
right.
Yep. Then he's telling you can find somebody that's crazy to do the job right. He's going to find someone loco to do the job right, guys.
Exactly.
Now, Yeah Man knows he means local. We're just making a joke, folks. So don't think Yeah Man's misunderstanding this, you know?
You're gonna get them all worried up.
Oh, he's going to have a nut job there doing his locks, Boris. That guy's
Okay.
real loco.
Okay. Can I read something to you guys?
Sure.
So this is what G sent me when we were on live panel. This was going to be August 16th. And so I'm going to try to read it as it, but don't bag on me because I can't read. I can't this one time, Rich Life of Road Trips or Chris want ever be coming back on your channel. I will see to this he's living his life now without all the harassment and trolling people due to him. Everybody should be ashamed of fucking with a man, taking the channel down, the man. He has a nerve. I'm so sorry. He has a nerve condition and he don't need the bullshit on YouTube anymore. And this channel never got terminated. I got taken down by 2 fags. So he's trying to be somebody else, but then he's putting himself in there. So, he's trying to be someone else, but it's really just
All right,
stupid.
but here's my problem with that whole thing. Okay. And people disagree, and I know they fucking hate me for it. If you have a nerve condition, or let's say you get triggered by watching shit or strobe lights or whatever, don't you have a responsibility to yourself to just not go where that shit happens to you?
That's exactly where I was going when you started talking that, Boris, because that's the truth. Why would you
Dragon's calling.
put yourself in a situation where you get triggered by whatever and get set off? But you have to understand, he thrives on this. He told CJ he gets off on this. This is his whole being. Because this is how he's always been. Now he's got a platform and he's got these people that whatever and believe him or whatever, troll him. And this is his life. He can't live without this. He got kicked off of YouTube and he was on every platform. Rumble, he got kicked off of that. He's on Facebook. He gets dogged with that. iDive or whatever. He's just grasping at straws. He's a window licker, just trying to seek attention from whatever way he can. Just like he tries to trigger Yeah Man, Monkey Boy, Brad, you, Rosie, whoever, he's got nothing.
Carlos wants to know, have you ever met Mr. Dirty?
No, but you know what? I have lots of respect for Mr. Dirty, and I wish Mr. Dirty would have met up with us and fucking Chris. That would have been great. What a great backup.
They're all gonna lawyer up.
Okay, so let me finish reading this to you, okay?
Yep.
Rich Life of Road Trips or Chris to come back on your channel. Oh, come back on your channel. What? Because he won't ever be coming back. Okay. Have a nice night, nice morning. Take care. And another thing, you let Monkey Boy talk shit about my friend who's not cool. Oh, if that's not cool, karma is going to be a bitch when it comes back to you. Do you know one of the fucking assholes they took his channel down just laying in a hospital dying? What an idiot.
I
Right
think
now
you
with-
just got threatened.
No, he's talking about when Hub was in the hospital. Dying right now with COVID. Everyone fucks with the rich life should realize that your life is not nothing. They had to pick on a poor man with a nerve condition. But when you get, I hope everyone doesn't fuck with rich life, go straight to fuck in hell, bullying, harassing. No one ever did nothing to nobody.
What a
Yeah.
fucking butchering of the language, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
There's run off sentences. There's no proper spelling, the punctuation. That guy never graduated school. Come on.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a grammar Nazi or anything like that, but when you write shit, that's the thing. And you should have been taught this at a young age for him. When you write shit, that's people's first clue into your mind.
And education.
They look at what your thoughts are and they look at your penmanship. So when you hand somebody something on a piece of paper, that's the first impression they get from you.
And I have multiple, which I don't want to bore people with. I have all receipts of his texting, and it's just, you can't. I sound like I'm handicapped when I'm reading it to you.
Well, I heard one day that he was whining and complaining. I can't remember where or when specifics or nothing like that, but he was whining and it was like, all Monkey Boy's got to do is just make the strike go away.
No, what I did is one night Lisa was talking mad shit about Monkey Boy and Monkey Girl. So I did a privacy strike on Lisa. I did it. I told her it's going to come, and it came. And the next day, Chris had mentioned something of that to Lisa, and Lisa lost her shit. And they have no idea what's coming in full. If you ever mention Monkey Girl, Monkey Boy, Rosie, anybody else that wants to get a hold of me and put them on the list, if he mentions any one of those people, he is going to go. I'm going to take him to another federal court. If he continues to this ill behavior, I will buy every fucking name he tries to get back on YouTube. I don't care.
Rich Life has no way of getting attention politely, hence the attacks. He needs attention of any kind.
Yes, well, that's very true. Smart person, good observation. But you know what? When you fuck with men, I know exactly that you can't compete financially. I'm going to hit him financially. Fuck him.
Monkey Boy, you have to admit that a boy troll would purposeful make a review on Yelp and Jesus Christ, guys, purposely write bad to pit you against Chris. Boy,
you know what?
Are pretty smart, and they have been known to do this.
Well, let me tell you something. You're right. You don't want to mess with the people at the bottom of Boy because they're very crafty and clever. I already got a one-star review once from the Boy on my Yelp page, but that you can put 1,000 one-star reviews. You know what? They know what's real and what isn't. Their algorithms are really good. They may stay for a few days, but you know what? It doesn't make any sense. So if people can do what they want if they're empathizers of Chris, then do what you got to do. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to get butthurt about it. I'm going to continue to go forward and be a bulldog. But Chris, there's a lesson to be learned here. You don't fuck with men, and you continue to bash Rosie or anybody else, it's going to come hard and fierce.
You know this is your homework, Chris.
Carlos says that will be I never did nothing to nobody will be on Chris Life's tombstone.
You know, Carlos, you're right. But when the thing about it with Chris is that he lies so much, he's crying wolf. When shit really hits the fan, like when he told us Van, nobody was there to help him. What does that tell you? As a human being, that would tell me that, wow, nobody's going to help me. You know what I mean? And so he can do what he wants. His empathizers can do what they want. But you know what? When it becomes federal, because that's coming very soon, they're going to say, well, is he worth me giving him $1,000 or $2,000 or $2,500 to help him with his lawyer funds?
All right, let's cut to the meat and potatoes of this. How much jail time are you looking at? Because that's what he's going to end up doing, is he's going to have to do jail time. So what do you think?
First of all, it's going to be financial. And then if it's not if he can't meet it financially, there's going to be jail time. But you know what? I can work with my attorney and we can make it where he's just got to say he's sorry, that he admit that he did the Run Star review, and all this will go away. The money that I put out for this will walk away.
Well, I think it should be a blended thing. I think it should be financial, but there should be jail time included too. I'm thinking like maybe 60, 70 grand and 18 months in jail.
Oh, I like that idea.
You know what? The first thing is going to happen is that there's going to be a lien on his RV that he can't sell it because that's the only asset that he has. And he's lucky that he sold those Hot Wheel cars for $100,000 because now he has assets.
Yeah, right.
And we can attach his financials.
17,000.
So, and he's got that $1 million penny, right?
Yeah, $1 million penny. Monkey Boy, when Chris was dumping his black tank, I never saw anybody move so fast as you did out of the way of that pile of crap, says Craig.
Well, you know what? The first thing that I got, and he was in the face of it, I got that
all over his
stench.
feet.
That stench that got me first. And I said, I
Friggin'
got
idiot.
nothing. That's his program. You know, I was just doing the live stream and he doesn't care. I told him 100 times to get gloves or whatever. He's the one who chose to wear those fucking flip-flops and he chose not to wear gloves. It's on him.
I mean, I've dumped a shit tank before on my RV and, I didn't wear no gloves, but at least I understand what I'm doing.
Well, you understand the theory and the principle of applying all the hoses and everything else before you start pulling hoses,
Yep.
He just,
Carlos says, remember that scene from Scarface when Tony Montana is about shoot Frank and Frank says, I never did nothing to nobody. And Tony says, no, you never did nothing to nobody.
right.
You had someone do it for you. Yeah, you had someone do it for you.
He always has somebody do it for him because he can't do it himself. He can't deal with reality of life because he refuses. He just lives in this fantasy world, and his whole world is smack talking people. His little Johnson gets hard on that.
Yep.
And no one's jealous of him. How could you be jealous of a person like that? They got nothing. Their whole life is nothing. Just like Lisa, what you're going to wake up and I'm looking forward to that first beer in the morning, cracking that first beer. How about that?
Yep,
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Twin Thing says, take the penny and take it with you everywhere you go and take selfies with it.
Exactly.
Are you talking about that dude that met the other dude and wanted him to show him around the bathhouse? Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was beautiful.
Black tank was full of nothing but Mountain Dew and fast food waste, as Wilbur.
Well, don't you all recall he said he only poops once a week, so it doesn't have much
How
poop
can you
in
only
it?
poop once a week? That's disgusting.
That's from all that. First of all, it's from being human physiology goes. It's from inactivity, no water, and lying in your bed and talking on fucking YouTube all day.
I can drink a pot of coffee every day and I still go to the bathroom.
Coffee is a natural diuretic.
Yes.
It's
But
a
it winds
stimulant.
me up. It's weird.
No, coffee's okay, but you need to drink water. coffee's a diuretic. It'll take water out of your system. We
Okay.
are all water. If you're putting all soda like Crybaby does,
Oh my
imagine
God.
what his spleen and his kidney function. It's just as bad as a fucking drunk.
Surprised he's not a diabetic.
Uh, that's coming. That's coming.
Wow.
He doesn't know. Just wait till it just starts happening physically. He's at that age where it's going to go downhill from here. It's already gone downhill. Look, he's a big old fat pig.
Twin Thing says he got the black tank juice all over his Jimmy Buffett flip flops.
Yes, he does. And then he got it on his hands, and he put them
Wait.
on those awesome Oakley sunglasses he got for $5 at the thrift store.
Bart,
He couldn't afford $400 for some nice Ray-Bans. He's got to go to the thrift store and buy some hand-me-downs that other people wore. That's why he probably gets those white BVDs with a big old skid mark like an L1011 landed on it, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
When's the next Breakfast Club, says Wog Fart. Maybe Boris will be there. Wog Fart as a horse. That would be wild, huh, guys? If I was to do a breakfast stream and Boris was sitting there, you guys wouldn't know what to do with yourselves.
That'd be awesome. It'd be even
Yeah.
better if you all came to Vegas and we did the Breakfast Club.
Oh,
Waiting for-
big
Waiting for,
video.
or what about if we went to, I
Biloxi.
stayed at my friend's house in next to Whiteville in North Carolina. We all had a breakfast club meeting before we did the
Yeah, right outside of Whiteville, guys. That'd be awesome.
because we're gonna, if I have to, I will fly down there, pay the sheriff to
God,
serve him papers, and I will be on the fucking street or driveway filming it.
hell yeah. Coachism says what makes it worse was the poop on his feet wasn't even his. It was the previous owners.
Exactly. That's why I
think we
told him
should
to
go
rinse the
find
tank out
Anna.
beforehand.
We should go
Well,
find Anna.
I'm surprised he never took the RV and went and found Anna. Come on, baby. We gonna go cross country. I
Oh,
wanna
I'm
take
sure
you
he's been
to-
looking.
Oh, he's been looking. He's looking for homeless women because that's all he can get.
Oh,
Because he
Jimmy
thinks it's-
Buffkin. Not Buffett, it's Buffkin. Jimmy
Wow.
Buffkin, guys. Okay, thank you, Twin Thing. I didn't know. I
You know,
was
when you're a bottom feeder and all you eat is just sludge off the bottom of a lake, that's what you get. He can only do is lot lizards and homeless women, but they're actually smarter than he
No,
is.
Rich Life getting lot lizards. He'll never admit to that.
He did it on a live stream. He said he was $20. He was looking for a lot lizard driving through a parking lot. I saw a video. I don't know if somebody else put it up with him, but I saw that.
You sure he wasn't just trying to help a homeless woman?
You know what? I remember him crying like a little baby, like he always was, crying that he has such a big heart and why do these homeless women use him? They look at him and say, you know what? I would
They're not
rather,
homeless. They're waiting for the bus around here.
you know what? If you pick up a homeless that has her backpack full of shit and she looks as scrawny as fuck and she chooses to be on the street then with you, maybe there's another self-evaluation that needs to be going on,
Yeah.
I could see it now. Rich Life was ever to come to Detroit, he would start following Tom Reed's channel, The Chosen One, and all of a sudden, Tom Reed would interview the street walking crackhead, and then Rich Life would be trying to pick her up for a damn date.
Right.
You know
We'd be
what?
trying to marry her.
Trying to mess
And the-
right.
And
Hey,
the first
baby,
thing
I
that
got a van.
And the first thing that
take
come
care
out
of
of his
you.
mouth that he's a YouTube celebrity. And why do these people think that they're celebrities? I remember I bought him lunch and we were in Hollywood. We were in North Hollywood and we were at this big park and he was telling me, Monkey Boy, it's really hard being a celebrity. And I'm telling you, I have bodyguard and trained hundreds of celebrities and not one of them told me they were a celebrity.
You know,
What's
it's
up
pretty
with that?
funny. My buddy hangs out with Matt Pinfield. If anybody knows who Matt Pinfield is from back in the day,
I think what it is you just don't understand
Don't understand what.
what it's like to be a celebrity.
right?
You
Well,
know,
my buddy
when I first-
works out and trains with Matt Pinfield, and he doesn't even look at Matt Pinfield as if he's a celebrity, Boris. It's just his friend.
Look at
And there's a big age difference too.
That's how people when they're celebrities, that's how they want you to treat them. You know, they
Yep.
don't want that fangirl fanboy shit because it gets
Exactly.
When I
old.
was with John Stamos for over 7 years, I met Paula, I met Kirk Cameron, Chelsea Cameron, all these people. I even though inside I was like imploding, I had to act as normal as fucking possible. I remember when Paula Abdul met me, and just before our training session with John, she goes, "Where the hell did you meet him at?" You know what I mean? Because I was a pro athlete at that time, but you know, you treat them normal as everybody else. And we had the best time. John and I traveled all over. And even though Chris had traveled 36 states, Fat Boy, we traveled all 52 fucking states. And we had the best time together. We would get suites that were adjoined. And I'd wake him up early in the morning and we would have the best time. The best time. D.L. Hughley, the best time. I was the only white guy in the entourage. And we went to multiple states, multiple places. It was beautiful. I had a great life. Chris?
Hogfart says, Monkey Boy, can you tell us about the RV wash that cost $60? And it was all your fault, man.
Of course it was my fault, because when I buy something new or used, I'm going to clean the fuck out of it and inspect it. And I like taking care of my shit, just like my 22-year-old truck. And you know what? When the crybaby came up, I would do the same thing I did if I would never buy that piece of shit.
Well, rubber, I know his personal trainer. How about that? Let's just put it like that. The dude's in his mid 40s and just is ripped. Okay. I just seen my buddy recently in June. His father passed away up here in Michigan, and the dude is just ripped. So I guess I can say I know Matt Pinfield's personal trainer.
That's valid. That works.
Wow, I know Matt Pinfield's personal trainer. Damn, guys, I'm special. I think I'm not as special as Rich Life though.
You know, one of my clients I've had for 10 years, she was the wife of the CEO of Macy's. His name was Robert Metler. And the most amazing client I've ever had. Every year, it was like going to a Macy's parade in my house. She'd make me get a Christmas tree and she'd have 15 gifts, just like you think you were at the Macy's parade, wrapped up. I've had some amazing, amazing clients and celebrities. And I remember many times going down the set to meet people that were special, going to Hawaii to meet clients. And Chris, you don't travel. You don't do shit. You haven't seen the world. You can't travel everywhere. You have to before you get to Alaska, which you've never been to, you got to go through Canada. But you can't go to Canada because you don't have a passport because you're a crybaby. He doesn't travel. He doesn't do anything. He hasn't traveled anything. He's never been to Europe. When's the last time you were in Holland, Chris? Or you were in Paris? Tell me about it. I can tell you stories.
Chris thinks he's bigger than Duck Dynasty, the side chat says. He tried to give them advertisements.
Right.
He's got to be out of his mind. First
of all, he bought a whistle at a pro bass kind of a place, and he was talking smack. He lies because he's trying to get attention. So anything he can conjure up in his little walnut brain, he's going to come up and try to create. He wants a reaction. That's why he talks so poorly about me and everybody else, because he wants me to defend himself. And there's nothing to defend because everybody on YouTube knows that we all have real lives. So, you know.
You sure maybe you're not just jealous?
You know what?
Oh, just a little bit, maybe.
I'm so
you're
jealous
working out
of
of a little
him.
tiny car when you should have like a big old ambulance or something, that gets
exactly
4 miles
way down
per
with
gallon,
shit that I
Monkey Boy.
don't need. Way down with shit that I don't need.
You need to
I
start
need a
making the right
storefront.
decisions, Monkey Boy. You sure Rich Life isn't going to be your life coach?
Well, you know what? I
Boris
guess I
knows
do that.
Wagon thought he was my life coach, right, Boris?
Yeah. Wagon to get you straightened out, though.
Yeah.
There you go.
As long as
Where's
he's got a
Wagon?
deal with
Wagon's my boy. Where's Wagon?
I don't know. Maybe I should send him the link.
Call him.
Well, he was calling me earlier, folks.
Call him.
Oh,
He loves talking to me. We
I
got a
know.
bond.
You know what? I think I'll just send him the link.
He's scared. He won't come up. You're gonna have
Send
to
Chris
call
the
him.
link. Send Chris the link.
Chris.
Send a
Oh,
link on the side chat and have Crybaby come on
Oh,
panel
it's posted.
and apologize.
It's pinned right to the top. Anybody can join us. Come on in, folks. Anybody wants to talk about Chris or coachisms telling you know that well, listen, coachism says he's so popular that the 18-wheelers honk at him as he drives around. Now, coach, are you sure he's not being cut? He's not cutting them off and they're blowing the air horns at him because he's an idiot driver.
Listen, when you're driving at
every
30,
single day.
Berg, stop bothering me, Bergs.
Fuck you.
Man, anybody takes the link, huh? And that's what he's got to say to me? Jesus
You
Christ.
never came up, you fat fuck.
God, I cam up all the time,
You're,
Berg. You know
you're,
this.
you're a fucking piece of shit.
Well, you always say this about me, Bergs. I'm gonna boot him. Hey, you're out of here,
You're
Berg.
done. Go fuck yourself.
Fine, you're out of here, Bergs. Man, anybody takes the link, guys. I can't believe that. Oh man, Bergs. What a fucking guy. Nice guy, right, Monkey Boy?
yeah, exactly. What a outstanding human being. What a great
Grabs the link,
example.
comes up and curses me out. Man, nice guy, Bergs. You're such a nice guy, dude.
Yeah,
Yep.
Berg's is a little hostile tonight.
I know he popped in, Boris. I let him in real quick. That's what he's got to say to me. I can't believe it.
Thinking he's a little angry at you for some reason.
I know he doesn't think I cam up anymore. I don't know where he goes with
Are
that.
you not taking his calls or something? He said he calls you every day.
I know. I stopped taking him a while back, and I just let it go to voicemail from now on.
What finally
guys.
got to you? The breathing
Yes.
heavy?
I want to thank you for tonight.
He dropped the phone, guys.
But anyway, thanks for letting me come on the panel. Thank you, Side Chat, for hearing me rant. And we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, man.
All right. I appreciate you guys. You know, Boris, yeah, man, have a great night. Okay.
All right,
All
take
right,
it
dear
easy.
Monkey Boy. Thanks for coming up, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, anytime, anytime. All right. Let's see if we can get, maybe we'll get Wagon up here, me and Boris.
Call him.
I'm trying, well, yeah, let's just call him on the phone. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'll just hold it next to the
I
computer.
want to ask him about his logbook.
Oh, great. This is going to be great, guys. I'll tell him we're sending him the link after he freaks out for a few minutes. Can you guys hear that? Let me know. I think you guys can hear it pretty good. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Wagon, what's up? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
You want to come on panel? You want a link? You know I'm live. Why, where were you drinking Blue Moons or something?
Stop.
Boris wants to talk to you.
Wagon.
Stop it.
What's up, sir?
Quit disrespect, Friday.
I just called you, sir. What are you talking about?
I had bourbon, okay? I had bourbon.
Oh, well, come up on panel and tell us about the bourbon experience.
You think I'm a pushover, don't you?
What?
What?
Why are you being so hostile, Wagon? We're trying to be cool with you. I didn't say. I didn't.
Give me a link right now.
All right, give me a second here. I'll send you the link.
You understand me?
Yeah, sure. Hang on. It's coming. You got to give me a second.
Fucking hear me, dude?
Yeah, sure. I hear you. I'm just going to email it. I'm going to text it to you. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, wait a minute. It's going to be in your instant messenger.
The well's been primed.
All right. Go check your Facebook Messenger. You got the link. Bye.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, Boris said. He wants
I
to
ain't
know
got all
about
day to
the-
mess with you.
Hurry
What?
up, grab that link. He says he was drinking bourbon or something.
Oh, I'm gonna get him fucking.
Oh, I know you are. It's going to be hilarious if he comes up here. Oh my goodness, folks. What a night, guys.
The Wells Prime, dude. All he's got to do is hear my voice and he starts getting wound up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, wait, here he comes, guys. I'll fix his name too. Well, he ain't nobody gonna see it. All right, guys, he's joining. It should be good. Oh, here he comes.
Hey, you there?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
No, you understand me?
No,
I'm not a pushover.
you're pushed over.
Wagons had a few blue moons,
I'm
though.
not a pushover.
You're pushed over.
Somebody
I'm
pushed
not
him
your
over?
pushover, you understand?
Do you got your logbook handy?
I'm not a fucking pushover, Joe.
What's that mean?
God, you're doxing me out like the Bergs. Jesus.
I'm not a pushover.
I hope you're not
Things that-
driving.
I don't think he does good on dark liquor. No, I don't think he does good on dark liquor either. Wagon, you were
Don't
supposed
pick
to
on
stick
me.
with the blue moon,
Don't
Wagon.
pick on me.
Wagon.
Don't pick on me. Don't pick on me.
We know this is your homework, Wagon.
Don't
You're
pick
killing
on
your
me.
father, Wagon.
Nobody's
It'll
picking
all
on
be
you.
Okay.
I
Don't
said,
pick on me.
what's going on, sir?
I don't. We're gonna set a ground rule. Don't pick on me.
Wagon, how many Caucasians have you had tonight?
I said one last one.
Jackie
That's my-
Treehorn slip one in your Caucasian or
Do
what?
not pick on me. This is the last time I'm gonna say this. Don't pick on me.
Yeah, man. Don't pick on him. What's wrong with you?
Right. I'm a mean guy. I know.
What's wrong with you? What's going on, Wagon?
I'm no longer gonna be picked on.
I'm not, dude. I'm asking you what's going on.
I will be with you in a second, sir.
You're never gonna be with me, dude. I don't know why you're getting forward
Listen,
like
you are
that.
fooling
I-
me.
you know
Michigan,
what?
Boris.
Here's
Yeah.
where I fucking stand. God damn it!
I don't know why you're pulling that JB Hunt
You know
shit
what I
with me.
mean?
Huh?
I'm not a fucking pushover.
Are you angry with me?
You're killing your
I'm
father.
angry with the world.
Is this
Really?
your homework, Wagon? He spent all the money, dude.
I'm angry with everybody.
Why are you angry? Let's get to the root of this.
I'm not a fucking pushover.
You're about to
Okay.
fall over, I'm thinking.
Should I retweet this out, Wagon? Facebook guys?
Yeah, retweet it out and change the title.
No.
JB Hunt driver goes wild.
No.
JB Hunt driver goes ballistic.
Yeah.
No. Don't pick on me tonight.
Yep, he's my YouTube son, folks, and he just can't handle it. He's out of control.
Stop picking on me.
Have you thought of
Don't
sending
bring
him
it,
off to
dude.
military school?
I hope he's at home, Coach, honestly.
Stop freaking pick on me.
Are you out in the field chasing your dreams?
I'm driving home.
Oh, last thing we wanted to hear, homie.
Yeah, we didn't want to hear that, guys.
You want to
I don't
immediately
give a
pull that
fuck
fucking car
what you
over.
want to hear, what you don't want to hear.
Yeah,
You understand me, goddammit, motherfucker?
if there's a ditch
You know
next to
what?
your wagon, just
Fuck
fork the wheel
this
real quick, you know?
Man, this is fucked up because
God
he's
damn
got a
it.
CDL. Dude, you
I
got to
wonder if
stop
I mute
driving.
him if he'll be able to figure out how to unmute it.
Well, no, I just say I don't know what to do in this situation.
Yeah, wagon, you better not be driving. That's not funny.
Dude, pull your car over and fucking just start walking, dude. Something. You got to
Well,
stop.
he's out- he wants you to believe he's in the middle of nowhere and he can get away with anything.
Look at me again, motherfucker, and I'll fucking beat your ass. How about that?
You're scaring me,
I'm
wagon.
barely in this motherfucker's lane, and he feels obligated to honk at me. Fuck you, motherfucker!
Well, you did just say you were kind of in his lane.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Disgusting, guys.
Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Fuck Bergs. You hear me, Bergs? You fucking bitch,
Hang on,
motherfucker.
wait. He's backstage, guys. Bergs is coming up again.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Man.
I don't care, man. Fuck you. You understand me?
Fuck you.
No, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Don't fucking talk to me, bitch. I said fuck you, bitch. You're the motherfucker.
Fuck you.
No. Okay.
Woo, Teraboo coming to the panel, folks. Hey, Wagon.
Okay.
Wagon, are you talking to the state police by any chance?
Okay.
He's talking to somebody, folks.
Okay.
Wait, he's pulling that stunt you pulled the other night on him, Boris.
I know.
Okay,
I caught
okay.
that right away.
okay.
Hey, fuck you, Bergs, you motherfucker. You're a bitch, dude. I got a little secret I know about you. I know something about you. I got your fucking background check. Fuck what you owe on your fucking shit. I know everything about you now, motherfucker.
Hey, Bergs, what do you got to say about that?
We are done. Go fuck yourself.
Damn, Wagon, you're done. He said, go fuck yourself.
Hey, Joel.
You love
Yeah.
doxing me, don't you, Wagon? You love doxing me, don't you?
No, you left. Don't fuck with me tonight. Don't play this fucking shit. You understand that? No, man. You know what that can do to people?
Do what? What are you talking
You
about?
don't even know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm sitting in my recliner in my mansion,
God damn it!
looking at Tara's beautiful hair blowing in the breeze.
No,
Hey,
no,
can you hear
stop
me?
Wagon,
No.
Wagon, say hi to Tara.
Boris.
Hey, Boris.
Boris,
I am the Eggman. I am Boris. Do. Yeah, motherfucker. Hey, Boris.
This is what happens when you give him Oh, God. I got to do it, folks. All right, let's see how long he takes to figure out how to unmute himself.
I want to know if he's current to his last change of duty status on his logbook.
what was Twin Thang's original name?
I don't remember. Twin Peaks?
No, Hazel. Hazel.
Is that who Hazel? That ain't Hazel, is it?
I don't know.
That's not Hazel.
That was
Mustang. Was
Yeah, she's
Hazel.
Mustang.
Well, who's Twin Thang?
You need to click on it to find out, but she's a very attractive woman. Yep.
I thought Twin Thang was Hazel.
No, that's Mustang.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And she's
Hey,
back.
Tara. Hey, Tara.
Wagon, you need to do me in
No,
the butt, dude.
no.
Do
Listen.
me up the butt. Is that what you just said?
Yes, yeah, man.
Oh my God, I thought that's what I heard you say.
Wagon, I've been waiting for you to do me in the butt.
Here's the deal. You're so fucking hot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I love you. I love your fucking face.
That's the brown liquor talking, Wagon.
Fuck. Karen, I want to fuck you. You really want me to fuck you? You got your wish. I'm gonna fuck you in your ass. Nice and fucking slow.
Oh boy.
Right in the butt, Wagon.
Here we
You
go,
need to
folks.
to
There
San
goes the
Diego.
conversation tonight, guys.
ITB, baby.
I would like to state at this point that I had nothing to do with this conversation taking this turn.
Hey, Coach, read the disclosure, but use Wagon's name in it.
Don't make me call DOT
gosh.
on you.
Yeah, come on, give it to him.
Boris,
Wagon.
I have your background check as well, motherfucker.
We're not going to talk about anybody's background checks. We're not going to talk about anybody's arrest records. We're not going to talk about the state trooper you just drove away from.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, what we're gonna
Keep
talk
it
about,
up.
Wagon, is you
Keep
and
it
me.
up.
Wagon
Keep it
is
up.
the wagon, and I'm the F-150. I'm pulling you in the back.
There you go, bottom boy, Wagon.
No, I'm the bottom boy. Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus. Wagon's going to love it, you know. He's going to give you the reach around, I guess.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do
You know,
this.
you're going to make jealous. You're going to make Elvis jealous, Tara.
Yeah.
Oh,
Elvis is going to be mad as hell.
That's right.
there was. Droy had this old hangout called Eagle Has Landed. I don't remember if you remember, Boris, but it was just me and Marshall on the panel. And the way he was looking at me was so interesting.
Next time you meet me, I'm leaving the stream for the night.
Yeah. Hey, get over here to San Diego.
Hey,
Wagon.
I'm muted too, dummy.
What'd you say?
You heard me. I didn't
No, I
stutter,
didn't.
and your ears ain't
No,
flapping.
if I didn't fucking hear you, I wouldn't have asked what
Hey.
you said.
Watch it, boy.
No, Boris.
Listen,
You
son.
watch it. I'll
Listen,
fucking
son.
eat you, motherfucker.
I
You
bet
don't
you
want
would.
me. You
No,
don't
I don't
want
want
me.
you.
Supposed to be eating Tara's ass. That
Hey.
is.
Hey,
Why are you?
Boris.
You don't got
Hey,
to
Boris.
walk
Wagons
with
still in
me,
your
Hey,
ass,
brother.
Boris. Hey, Boris.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Boris. Okay.
What? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You good now?
Okay.
Wait, I have to read a disclaimer for you guys, folks. It says, any statements expressed by Wagon does not necessarily represent those of Yeah Man,
Hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
man,
Yeah,
go.
man.
especially not
You are
those of
going to have
folks.
your channel shut down tonight, buddy.
You got a
Go
lawyer,
for it,
judge?
Wagon. Go for it.
You got
I'm
a lawyer,
shutting
judge,
your
friend
fucking
wagon?
channel down
Are we
tonight.
going
Yeah,
to be in
man.
Alcatraz? Are we going to jail?
Are you getting worried
I'm
up, wagon?
shutting your fucking channel down tonight. Yeah,
I'm
man.
calling DOT on you if you do.
Call them, and then I'll fucking call SPCA, you fucking motherfucker.
You ain't calling nobody from that Obama
No,
phone.
you ain't gonna fuck with me! I'm still here! You ain't fucking with me tonight, motherfucker! You ain't gonna fuck with me! You understand? Okay,
No, I didn't understand that. Can you repeat that?
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Hey, wagon, it's just you and me. You're the wagon. I'm the pickup truck.
God damn it! Fuck me or shut up! Quit threatening to fuck me! Quit threatening to fuck me! You're either gonna fuck me or you're gonna shut the fuck up, Tara! Okay?
Okay.
You're killing your
One of the
father,
two.
Wagon.
One of the two. You fucking bitch!
Listen how raspy his voice is.
You know,
Listen,
you're really
I want
killing
you- I want you
Wagon.
to say
It's
something,
almost like you
Wagon.
have to have a Nick's News Network up, you know?
Wagon, I want you to say, got it?
Fucking motherfucker.
That's it. I'm calling DOT. I don't care. Gonna get the portable scales out
Unbelievable,
too.
folks.
Guaranteed there's gonna be something wrong with that truck. Fucking JB Hunt drivers are all the same.
Hey, Boris, let's tell him why you don't drive anymore, motherfucker. Read your record or I'll read it.
Dude, he
Read
was
it.
just dry. Hey, Wagon, why don't you cut that shit out?
It's not, dude, there's no record, so I don't care what he says.
Oh my
No,
God.
you have a
Boris.
record.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
God. What a riot.
Wagon, listen, somebody actually paid money to do a background check on me and came back with virtually a blank piece of paper. There's
Why do
nothing
you
you've got,
disrespect
son.
me, Boris? Why do you disrespect me?
Because I can. I'm good at it. I got a degree in
Okay,
sarcasm.
why do you feel obligated to disrespect me?
I
When
know,
put
just
When I specifically asked you when I joined not
Specifically or
to fucking
specifically?
when I specifically asked you not to disrespect me tonight. Remember?
Something just comes
You
over
went
me, dude. I don't know what it is.
And you went out and you did it anyway.
I know. I can't help it.
So I'm gonna dox Jam Man live tonight and retaliation.
Yeah, well, we know he works at Ford. We basically know everything about him already, so you're pretty much in a choir with
Boris
that.
knows I live in Trenton, Michigan. What else is
Yeah.
there to know?
I know your fucking name. I've met
His
you.
mailman knows his name too. Big deal.
I know.
Hey, and you know what? Stop it right now and everything's fine or I go off. I'm in a bad mood. I got a headache. You need to.
Wagon.
Boris, you need to leave me alone.
That's what happens when you drink brown liquor, Wagon.
You're a fucking piece of shit, yeah, man.
Blue
You're gonna
moon,
go.
Wagon. I told you, stick to the blue moon.
Prison. You went to
shave
prison,
today?
yeah, man. Remember when you went to fucking prison, yeah,
Did
man?
you shave today?
I
You
went
ain't gonna fucking leave me alone. I'm gonna fucking make you leave me alone.
Did you shave today, Wagon?
Hope.
You gotta leave me alone.
Okay, Wagon, you need to mute.
Tara still wants butt sex, Wagon.
God, I told him to leave me alone. Leave me fucking alone.
All right, guys. From 1 to 10 in the side chat. 10 if you think this is an act. 1 if you think it's real.
Yeah, I knew that immediately that it's a 10.
Yep.
Wagon, you need to either do me in the butt or you need to go to bed.
Hey, you know what?
Yep.
What did I tell you? Tara, what did I tell you? What did
I
I
don't
tell
know. You've been screaming your
I
lungs
told
out.
you. I told you. I said quit threatening to do it. Either fuck me or shut the fuck up.
Wait, so
No,
he wants
you
to be
need to
penetrated,
screw
folks.
me. I'm
Well,
not
You
gonna
need to
screw
quit
you.
threatening me, bitch. You either fuck me or you shut the fuck up.
She put it out there for you, homie. You just gotta go get it now.
Shut your fucking mouth. I'm out of with you, bitch. You're my boss. You shut the fuck up. You hear me?
Are you upset?
Fucker. You fucking bitch. You shut up, boss. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. You're out of your element, Donnie.
You better get your inhaler out.
You're out of your element, Donnie.
Joel, stop. Thank you.
Phone's ringing, dude.
We know this is your homework.
How about I say your last name, motherfucker, huh? How about you leave me alone?
You know what? Go right ahead.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Go right ahead, Wagon. Say what
Leave
you
me alone. Okay? Yeah, man, I want to get on here and have a good time.
Let's have a good time.
Before I get up here, I said don't fuck with me.
You can have a great time as long as your DOT book's up to order, right? Right, boy?
You fucking mother. You fuck with me.
Oh my
All right,
god.
let's have a
guys.
good time, Wagon.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
The
need
headache,
to
man.
mute Wagon. He's
Oh, I
Yeah,
just
Wagon,
did.
you gotta go into the like little corner.
God, here we go again. One more time, guys. It's just terrible, folks.
Well,
God,
he can talk if he sings Whitney Houston songs or something like that.
You're not gonna stop me, yeah, man.
Well, Wagon, can you sing a Whitney Houston song for us tonight?
No, I'm gonna say your last name
How
live.
about some Celine
Go
Dion?
ahead.
You're gonna learn.
Get it
Yeah,
out of your
man.
system, Wagon. Say it.
You're gonna
Oh,
learn.
just type it in the side chat, guys.
You're gonna learn.
Here. I'm a dumb Pollock, folks.
You're gonna fucking learn,
There you
yeah,
go,
man.
Wagon. There it is,
You're
Wagon.
gonna
What are you
learn.
gonna do about it now, Wagon?
You're gonna learn.
I bet you people can't even pronounce it right.
I can. You mean say it
Go
for 'em?
ahead, say it, Wagon.
You're gonna fucking learn, buddy.
Go ahead, say it,
You're
Wagon.
gonna
Call it
learn.
DOT.
Yup.
You fucking bitch. You're
We'll
gonna
be looking for somebody new to drive the shit truck, folks.
Right.
fucking forklift, motherfucker.
You're gonna be building sandwiches at Subway for your next career.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
that's fine. I'm being a fucking bitch.
And
You are a
can't
fucking
create a TikTok
dick,
surrounded by
Forrest.
Subway. Somebody's already done that,
You're
Wagon.
gonna burn in hell, motherfucker. There's a special place in hell for you, Forrest. You fucking asshole.
Tell us about this special place, Wagon.
Right.
Yeah, it's real special.
Do they
I
got
hope
weed there?
Go there after
Yeah,
having fun.
motherfucker.
Weed's constantly smoking there.
Hey, you need a mute Wagon.
Coach,
What's up, Wagon?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't. You're my only hope, Coach. I love you, man. I do.
That's a lot of pressure.
Sorry about everything you've been through lately and everything.
No, everything's good now.
Jesus Christ, Wagon.
Yeah, you need to mute.
Coach,
You need to mute him, man.
Stop! Stop! I'm talking to Coach. I'm talking with Coach.
You're supposed to screw me in the
I'm
butt.
talking with Coach. I said.
You don't have to go through Coach to get to Tara, though. That's what she's trying to tell you.
Hey, Coach.
That's
boy.
right.
She's saying direct.
Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your ponchos look very good.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wagon, you need
No,
to just.
God damn it, Tara! God damn it!
Why are you going after Coach? I think Coach is a married
I'm
man.
not after him, Coach. I'm trying to coach.
Hey,
Poncho.
Wagon,
up on
I'm
his
here. Don't worry about Coach. It's just you and me.
Listen, Tara's
Yeah.
not going to wait till last call for you. You need to start right now.
Coach doesn't swing that way, Wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here, Wagon. What are you messing with Coach for?
Tara wants you to take her in the bathroom stall and get it over with like it's a dirty thing.
Yeah, she ain't even trying to leave the bar. She's like, come get it.
Yep.
I'm like right here, Wagon. Duh.
Look at that look. I love it.
I'm
Oh,
here.
hey, Tara, that one thumbs up you got yesterday for your gaming stream, that was me.
For my baby stream.
Your gaming stream.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, man, Coach Boris. I love you, all three of you, you know.
What about
That's some
Wagon?
rapid cycling shit right there. The roller coaster coasting. The roller coasting.
Hey, yeah, man. I bought a new Camry.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I got a big insurance check, so from my Honda was totaled.
You hear that, Wagon? You got a
Yeah.
sugar mama right there, Wagon. You better start
Yeah.
hitting on it.
I got a new Camry, Wagon.
She's got one of those checks like Rich Life, you know. She's got a cash. They just sending her checks in the mail like Rich Life.
And if you play your cards right, she'll let you look under the hood.
Do you like
That's
drinking
right.
Sun Drop, Wagon?
Yeah, Wagon, I'm about them. Come over here to San Diego.
Oh shit. She's trying to like bring you right into the lair, dude.
Coach.
Wagon, you never did give me a straight answer when I asked you if you were gay or not. I told you I was asking for Tara.
Oh,
What
he's
is it,
playing
Wagon?
the old band with his low trick again.
No.
Hey, but yeah, man. If there was a possibility, I was gonna call you and go for the F.
The what?
If there was a possibility, I was gonna contact you and get an F-150.
Oh, well, you know, that's privately between us. And I would definitely help you out. No problem if you'd like to
Oh,
purchase.
I know. Yeah, man. I'm just saying.
No.
I was thinking about doing it, but I went ahead with the Camry.
Okay, cool. That was that Camry made in America at least?
I don't know.
I think it was. I think they're made in Tennessee or somewhere.
Yeah. Who knows? Or
Well, if you ever decide to upgrade, you know, any Ford, you just let me know. And hell,
Yeah.
with the way Rich Life does Rosie, I mean, if Rosie wants a Ford, you know, it ain't gonna hurt. I'll hook her up too.
Yeah, man, honestly, it's the truth. If I was to ever get a truck, it would be a Ford F-150.
Oh, you would love it. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep, very nice trucks. Now, is it? Oh, we lost Wagon, folks.
He rage quit.
He raid. Yep, he does that. Me and Boris figured that out the other night. He does. Yep.
I don't
Unreal.
understand why he gets so hostile when he hears my voice, though.
I know.
I always thought I was
Maybe
kind of
his dad
soothing.
yelled at him a lot, and your voice sounds similar to his father's.
It must be because I always thought I was kind of soothing.
Right. Unbelievable,
I'm
guys.
gonna call DOT on him.
Tell him his name's little
I know where he
Larry.
works.
Little Larry.
I know where he works.
Yeah, his name's Larry. What the hell was that kid's last name for us?
I'd have to go back.
Larry
in.
Zealous.
Yeah, it's
And his
all up
father's
there.
Digby Zealous, you know? He wrote Brandon. Brandon.
Hey, let me ask you guys. I
Boris, I got a feeling no one knows what we're talking about.
was watching Boris in the wrestling match last night. Did Boris win the wrestling?
I got thrown out.
Yep,
Oh,
he
really?
got thrown out. The two winners were
Go Donnie and Roger Brown.
that's right,
Everything was
Donnie,
going
Roger
good,
Brown.
and then all of a sudden, I went over the top rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And the hardcore
I was
champions-
watching Rosie and Roger Brown and Boris, and I didn't know who won.
Oh yeah. I think it was either Roger or Go Donnie. Go Donnie, man, he just was crazy.
Yeah, Roger was getting his ass kicked, and then at the last minute he pulled the rope down and the guy flew out of the ring.
That's right.
Veteran move.
And Carlos, he just hopped the top rope because he knew he wanted to win his title back later in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you guys aren't doing any NASCAR on your streams.
Yeah, we just haven't.
It's hard enough to find time to do that. But yeah.
You got to have the money VA issues and prepping. I just have the A plans. That's all, and the Z plans, and the friends of the family, and all of that good stuff.
Right.
I hope the king gets his Bronco soon.
Listen, it helps him because if you buy a vehicle through him, even though he doesn't make money, that's another vehicle that's made here, so everybody in the food chain gets a little piece of the pie. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Wagon, you got anything else you want to say? Oh, he's quiet now, folks.
He ain't even around.
I know he left.
Wagon got scared and rage quit.
Well, Boris, what video game are you playing right now?
Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, okay.
I'd screen share, but I can't because man, don't got that turned on.
Oh no! All I got to do, I can let you screen share. Hang on. Yeah. I'm gonna find it now.
It's a fascinating game. I've seen several streams about it.
Go ahead. It doesn't have a thing on your screen. It says that you can screen share, and then
I've tried to screen share before. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
All right, let me see what I can come up with. I got to figure this out then, maybe. Boom, 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 boom.
Can you make him a co-host? Would that give him the permission?
You know what? I think you're right. Hang on. All right, now go check it, Boris.
Oh, he's the host.
I have money, yeah, man. That's not the problem. Well, that's the thing. I can hook anybody up as long as they message Coach a lot at PayPal.
Oh gosh.
For wrestling stuff.
I don't know if you can see it up.
Oh yeah, it says Boris has started screen sharing. It's black.
Oh, I probably got to turn the thing
It's
off.
black. It's black.
There it is.
Yep. I didn't know you had tried, Boris. I wish I'd known sooner. I would have hooked you up.
I got myself all discombobulated now.
Well, yeah, man. And coach, who's going to win the NASCAR Cup this year? Who do you think?
Oh, Benedetto.
Who? I never heard of this guy.
It's a joke. He's one of the guys that's an independent and had been doing real good this year, Benedetto.
Benedetto.
Hey, that's up to you, VA issues and prep, and I have nothing to do with financing. I'm just a high-low driver, and I give you this wonderful, wonderful PIN number that saves you like $35,000, maybe $4,000 off the cost of the vehicle. But that's something you can argue with them at the dealership when they don't want to sell it to you for cash because they want to make finance and they want to make some bank.
How's that working?
It just says Boris has started screen sharing. Now, listen, are you going in there and clicking the boxes and everything? It should pop up what you're trying to screen share and you actually click on it.
No, because
yeah, what it is, hit screen share, and then the window you're trying to share, you have to click on it, should pop in there.
well, see, it doesn't work like that for me, and I'll show you why.
Okay.
I just got to do it like this.
Yeah, you just got to move it over to the right. That's
No,
probably
the way here, feature me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See, I got to do it with the camera because the way I got it is it's like I got the zoom
Yep.
over here.
Yep.
I got YouTube over here, but this isn't actually in a window.
I understand totally now. Yes.
So, but anyways,
We
that's
was
what I
watching
did.
him build that damn thing the one night.
Well, this is something I just started building tonight.
Although you
but-
were building a different one. That's right.
yeah, but anyways,
Larson says coachisms. I agree, Larson.
Yeah, I
So-
like Joey Logano.
I like Joey and Brad, so I'm a Penske fan.
Joey always wrecks everybody in that damn game.
Yep.
Joey is very aggressive.
Okay.
I was getting into the Formula One, and then I'm out of the Formula One because I own a Camry now. So it's like, where do I go now? I guess I'll go back to NASCAR.
You know, Wagon wants to come to Michigan and go to the Belle Isle for the racing there.
Well,
you know what I want to do, and I don't even know if they're doing it anymore, is that fucking pylon racing, that Red Bull pylon racing over the river in those planes.
Oh hell yeah, I remember that when I
Oh
was
gosh,
first
yeah.
moved here. It was crazy. I didn't go to it, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right up to Detroit River.
You know, the other thing to do too, but you got to get reservations way in advance is to get in a room in the Renaissance Center for the fireworks.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they put the barges out on the river. That's where they shoot them off from.
Right.
But,
do you guys like drag racing, that nitro drag racing?
Nitro
Yeah,
Fun Car?
I like Top Fuel the best, but I
Yeah,
like
Top
drag
Fuel.
racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Top Fuel. To me, that's really awesome. What us looking at those? What is it? 10,000 horsepower.
Well, they got a ride at Cedar Point, and every time I've been there, it's always been broke down or whatever. I've never got to ride it, but it simulates being launched from in a Top Fuel dragster.
Yeah, that same ride's falling apart because some woman's waiting in line got beamed in the head with a hunk of steel off of it after it blew by her.
Really?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, recently.
That's a crazy ride because all it is you're just launched and then
Yep.
you run down the track and you do that big loop to bleed off the speed and then you come back around and then I think you come back or something.
You go up, yes. No, you go up and around. It's like a
Oh
loop.
yeah. You only do it once.
Yep. But you have to make it over the top. Sometimes it gets up there and it comes back.
Yeah, see, I've never seen it come back.
That's when they have too many fat asses on it. Yep.
Well, yeah. Hey, yeah, man. Have you been to the Disneyland or Disney World, Star Wars?
Not yet.
Have you gone on the Millennium Falcon?
No, that's all coming next year for my channel. I'll be going in August.
Oh, really?
What you
Okay.
need to do if you haven't already done so is you need to take the little one to the zoo.
Oh, we belong to the Detroit Zoo
Okay.
and the Toledo
Toledo.
Zoo. We're doing Zubu and we're doing the Pumpkin Patch and all of that stuff, Boris.
All right.
Can't you just go to certain street corners and it's like a zoo?
It is here sometimes, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, this one they got polar bears and stuff. You don't
Oh,
find that
cool.
on the street corners.
Yeah.
No, just what is that? The dogs, the wild dogs walking all over Southwest
Well,
Detroit.
The
yeah,
hood rats.
Yeah, hood rats too. Yeah.
yeah, man. What are you gonna do? You gonna go to Los Angeles?
No. Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Florida.
You might have to.
It's already booked, Tara.
Might have to.
Okay.
He's gonna drive through North Carolina to get there.
That's right. I gotta hit up Whiteville with Monkey Boy.
Yeah.
Then run out to Seattle to do laundry.
And, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Go to Pittsburgh and get some barbecue.
Yep.
Or
Absolutely.
See the beer ferry.
I hear they
Yeah,
cook.
the Beer Ferry. That's right.
They cook good flounder in Pittsburgh.
That's right. Flounder.
I'll tell you what, no lie, I can't remember the road, but there's a place in Tennessee, right around Tennessee, Kentucky area that these guys they got a barbecue joint going and they advertise on the CB and they got truck parking and I'm talking they got some vicious ass food.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, but Boris, these barbecue places, a lot of them taste or smell like lighter fluid.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you don't know what you're eating. You could be eating their neighbors or whatever, so.
What's that movie, Hotel Hell, where they were burying them in the ground and ripping out their esophagus?
It was called Hotel Hell.
Hell, I remember that when I was a little kid, Tara.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube right now.
Yup.
Man, I read this book one time. It was just one of these weird fucking horror books of this couple. They were running a wedding chapel. And what they were doing is they were getting these young kids that were running away to elope. And they would get them in there and drug them. They would kill the boy and then keep the girl enslaved. But they had like a half a dozen of these girls. It was a whole crazy ass thing. But it's twisted.
Oh yeah, those things really go on in the world.
Well, yeah, it's called adult sex trafficking, and it's happening at the border.
Well, this particular thing, I mean, they were killing the boys and they were keeping the girls and making them dress like little girls and doing dirty shit to them and stuff. It was crazy.
How would you like to be a young girl and you just snuck across the border with the cartel, and then the cartel says, "Oh, and by the way, before you go free, you owe me another $5,000, and this is how you're gonna work it off."
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's the truth, folks.
things going on.
Yeah. What do we got here? Holders meeting on Zoom. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, and the Disney cruises are starting to back out to sea for vacation season. Oh, all the boats are running. They've been running. Yeah, you can go on a cruise right now if you want. They treat you like Gestapo, You're paying to go on a cruise ship
Where you have to live like it's almost Nazi Germany,
Yeah, I agree with VA issues. Formula One is real racing. There's none of this going around in a circle. And that's 1,000 horsepower Formula One.
Yeah, that's cool too. That's what they do with the Grand Prix. That's Formula One that they run downtown on Belle Isle, right?
Yeah, the United States is basically the only country that's doing the circle tracks. You go to all over the world, they're into the Formula One. They're not into the circle track.
Yeah.
it's a whole different ball game, and it's hard to collect any kind of memorabilia of Formula One. You know, it's hard to get because it's worldwide. It's not U.S.
Yeah. Oh,
I have a
NASCAR
question
shit's
for-
everywhere.
For you, Tara, do you remember Super Touring racing in the early 90s on ESPN?
I
It was
don't.
right around the same time NASCAR got their deal with ESPN.
Are you talking about IMSA? IMSA?
Well, what it was every single car, if it was a BMW or a Mercedes, they all had to be four-door cars, though.
Yeah, that sounds like IMSA. IMSA.
Okay.
But I kind of remember. Yeah.
It was brief in the United States, and then it just didn't get another they didn't redo it.
Yeah. Well,
I think it was more like the late 90s, though. Wasn't it?
Maybe it was possibly it was right around the same time that ESPN went to NASCAR and put motocross on NASCAR big time back in the day.
Well, and unless I'm wrong too, I think it was like touring cars, and then it ended up going to that
And
the dirt track shit with the
90s
smaller
Grand
cars.
Touring racing.
No, I can't think of what the hell it was. The sprinter cars or whatever.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's oval track.
No, it wasn't all. No, I'm not thinking of that. Or I'm wrong on that. It wasn't sprinter cars. It was something else, but it was basically like little Nissans and shit like that. And it was like some gravel, some pavement, and it was like winding tracks and shit.
Okay.
Even on the snow and shit, they would do it.
That sounds like rally racing.
Yeah. Then they went to the rally racing.
Yep. That's crazy.
yeah. Either way, Formula One is extremely popular around the world.
Yeah.
NASCAR is popular in the United States, but if you want the whole world, it's Formula One.
Well, listen, you can have the fastest car all day long. What it boils down to is your driving skill.
Yeah. What's funny is if you watch Formula One, it's either one of three guys. It's always these three guys who win all of the time. That's all I can say.
My daughter did a Disney cruise and loved it. What a night, guys. Oh, well, where's Wagon at?
He rage quit.
He rage quit. I love it. I'll never forget it. We were talking to Wagon and all Boris go, "Are you going to rage quit again?"
Yeah, I was trying to tell Wagon, here I am, I'm about him, and I finally got the chance tonight, and he freaked out like,
Well, you should have seen the look on Wagon when I asked him if he was gay or not.
oh yeah, there's a lot of bi-curious people, and there's
Well, him and I had a few interesting conversations that I will not get into.
Hey, yeah, man,
He was telling you about Bandcamp, wasn't he?
Oh God, he was like, "Can't we just say we spooned at band camp?"
Yeah.
And I tell Abe we had butt sex. I'm like, "Well, Wagon, none of this is true. So why would you tell Abe this?" Something wrong with that boy. Well, I'm gonna tell him anyway.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah, that's right. That boy ain't right. Unbelievable, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. It's been a long stream, guys. The Yeah Man record stream,
Over 3 hours, yeah, man.
Oh, we're pushing 4 right about now.
And hey, Coach, you need to have me win a few more of these wrestling.
Well, I mean, it's all, it's all random. So,
Oh, Coach, I'm a gamer. I know how to manipulate these
well, we might have
video games.
Well, you might have to talk to Yeah Man and I, or whatever. What's your favorite saying there, Yeah Man?
Yeah, man.
No, never mind. Okay. I actually set you up for the first time to say this thing, and anyway, no.
What was it? What was it? Remind me, Coach. I'm sorry.
What you always tell everyone, to talk to Coach's PayPal or whatever
Oh,
that
that's
is.
right, man. You all want to get in touch with Coach and you give him a message. You can reach him through his PayPal or his Cash App, folks.
Hey, Coach,
right.
Coach, you had me.
Especially you, Hondo.
Coach, you had me win the first 3 matches. I was 3-0.
Oh, wow.
Until a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like about it, though, is that, you know, because you look at other people that do similar things on like Facebook or whatnot, or Twitch, and they're all playing the damn game. And so they can manipulate and control and do all that sort of stuff. Where with what we do, you know, Yeah Man and I just kick back and we're surprised when half the shit happens.
No,
you know?
Yeah, I like doing the reactions. I like getting all excited as long as I ain't getting screamed at to shut up from up, you know, Beetlejuice.
Coach,
we're trying to fucking sleep. Will you shut the fuck up down there? You ain't the one taking care of this autistic kid.
It's okay.
I'm gonna fucking come down there and stab you in a minute.
Coach, it's okay.
No, it'll work out. It'll work out. Yeah.
I love you too, honey.
It doesn't even matter, Coach, because I put up a Fortnite videos or Fallout, and I can either put out where I win or I can put out where I lose.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Coach, hey, everybody loves you. It doesn't even matter. You just be you and don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, I go back to like, what was it, last October was when we started, Yeah Man.
Yeah.
We have come a far way in, you know, editing and then just how to do it. And, you know, we're still not perfect yet, but we're getting there.
I figured out how to sound like I'm an echo in a box.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. This week, Yeah Man was doing, he came in during his work break one day, and then he came in from his truck on another different match. Sounded like he was in a well on the other one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You should watch some of these old NFL highlight game videos where the announcer goes, "Oh, he's going forward. He's going a touchdown." Yeah. If you watch those, then you can get some ideas on how to be a commentator.
But I grew up watching Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's how I learned how to become a commentator.
But I'm just saying, yeah, man, you're one of the reasons we like to watch Coach's wrestling videos. I'm just saying, if you want some more ideas, watch some highlights of previous wrestling matches.
Oh, absolutely. 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 Oh, I appreciate that. I will. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one hell of a night here on the channel.
Woo.
Yeah, man. Later, dudes.
See ya.
See ya.
Good night.